Test, test, test. What is going on? Well, why do we have sail plan? No. Can't kill our vibes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mexico, where the current time is 6 a.m. in the sim world because I wanted to do some night going into day flying. We've done a lot of sunset flying lately, so I wound the sim back a couple hours, and we're flying up to San Diego, where it's currently overcast, shooting the localizer 9, 7, 5, whatever the approach is, going towards the coast there. 27, low 27, opposite direction. And I have a little something else to show y'all. You probably saw it in the thumbnail, but we've got some new hardware to play with. You guys were saying I need to get a McDo. I looked at the McDo and I was like, you know what? I don't want to just get a McDo. I'm going to need to get another panel because my mini FCU is, I don't know, it's dead to me. It won't work anymore. The software just became so much of a pain in the butt to do. So I canned a mini FCU. I ripped it off, threw it in the garbage. No, I didn't throw it in the garbage. I still have it. But I've replaced it with something else. And we'll take a look at it here on this flight. And I'm still working on the camera situation, so I've had to sacrifice throttle cam to get the new hardware images, and I'm basically going to have to get another set of cameras. I want to do a proper FMC cam so that you can see down on the FMC, kind of see exactly what I'm doing with it. But until then, speaking of, I got to remove my chair. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Anyway, so we'll be looking at that here in a minute, and we're in the 737 MAX. Can't wait for the NGs. I don't want to fly the MAX, but it's the only 73 we got right now, so I cannot wait. PMDG when, but I figured we got nice Boris Audio Works, and the Aero Mexico livery just looks so good on the 73. I think I don't like white liveries traditionally, but the Aero Mexico one looks pretty sharp. So who's ready to rock and roll? Let's go do it. AJ Fedora with the $3 super chat, my man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Says, while you're here, is Barry Seal on your manifest? He is, actually. Barry Seal is on the manifest. So we are we're going to be helping out Barry here pretty soon. Finally, a modern plane. XP, what you doing up here so early on a Saturday morning? Well, I guess it's noon your time. You should be flying into Kai Tak. I think that's coming up soon, right? Good to see you, man. Yeah, modern plane. Give me a break. I tell you what, though, XP. So I just picked up. Let me show you. I know you've had these. I know you've been behind on the side stick game. Well, now we're back with the FMC and MCP game. I got to tell you, man, it's game changing. Absolutely love it. So there they are. Why is my what happened to my? There we go. I was wondering where the tiller cam went. All right. So, but XP, absolutely love it. Now this is gonna light up here once we power the aircraft up. But yeah, I want to adjust the camera so you could see down. But I'm loving this. I mean, goodness, for the price that they are, it's like, how do they do it? And I don't know. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Plug and play, no messing around with stuff. So far, it's all been plug and play. So this is going to come in handy here as we move forward in time. So let's go ahead and hide those just for a moment. We'll hide the theme. But yeah, it makes life so much easier, XP. I mean, scrolling the heading bug, and look, I love this so much that immediately I ordered the little EFIS part, and I ordered the mag switch because at first I just got the MCP, and I was like, I don't want the mag switch, and then I got it and realized how fun it was, so now I need the magnetic switch, and then I need to pre-order the little EFIS thing. So yeah, I'm converting, man. I'm converting. It's good stuff, man. V1 love the 7.3 confirmed. Sam, you and I both are going to be loving the 7.3 here soon. Tom Pasco, thanks for the $20 super chat, my friend. Congrats on the news. I'm catching up on past streams. Life is busy. Flight Deck to Sim had me nearly convinced to get the MCP is pushing me over the edge. Listen, and take it from me, Tom. Thank you for the $20 super chat, by the way, and the incredible months of support there with your V1 badge. This is not a paid sponsorship review either, so I'm not as cool as WinWing or Flight Deck to Sim. You know, I don't get these for free. I did order these with my own money, but I'm going to be fair and unbiased, and I tell you what, Tom, for the price, it's changed the game of flight sim hardware. It really has changed the game, because if you look back, the only other competition, you know, back in the day was what is that, the Scholarkey stuff, and you're talking thousands of dollars. And I went and messed with the Scholarkey stuff, and it's good. It's good. But is it thousands of dollars better than a couple $100 for MCP you could stick on it? I don't know, man. It's debatable. Now, I think some products are hit and miss, right? Some parts are better than other parts. But you'll just see. We'll go along with it together here, Tom. You'll see me operate it, and I mean, plug and play, dude. Come on, it's freaking awesome. So, yeah, Tom, I think you're gonna like it if you do it. I don't think you have any regrets. Captain Simp, thanks for the $5 super chat. And your GA streams, especially the Blackbird ones, actually made a GA fan out of me. Captain Simp, fantastic. You know, I was gonna do another GA this morning, but the problem was I wanted to do this last night. I wanted to do Aeromexico night flight and then do GA this morning, but I had a logistical issue with my truck, and I had to get picked up from the office, and I didn't want the kids to be asleep, and my wife have to wake them up, so I just canned the PM stream. We're doing this stream. So it kind of messed everything up. But we're going to do more GA, dude. I am hooked on the Black Square stuff as well. But I tore apart all my cameras to get these cameras set up. And now I don't have my GA camera. So it's a continuous battle. So I need to order 2 more cameras. Can I daisy chain powered USB hubs? I've got a 10 USB powered block. I need another one. Can you daisy chain them? I don't know. You let me know. Truck fixed yet? No, of course not. So they fixed it, vodka, but the part that they replaced it, apparently it's still faulty because the light came back on. So they spent all day tearing apart the engine to get to the glow plug, and they replaced the glow plug, but the light came back on. They're like, well, it's got to be a faulty glow plug. So now they're going to get another one on Monday. So I got to bring the truck back in on Monday. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's not. No, it's not. It's a GMC. Dude, Turk, it's a pre-COVID GMC, dude. It's a fantastic truck. I've got 119,000 miles on it. I got it for towing my boat when I was traveling for tournaments, and it's been amazing, dude. I absolutely love my little mini diesel. I've only had one issue. This is the second issue in 120,000 miles. So I'll fix it for you. Just get me a 6-pack. Name dropper, dude. Done. Come up to my house. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Actually, should we do a little walk around? I mean, I don't know what it is, guys, but for some reason the 737 is getting more and more on my juice list, you know? Do you guys like the Max over the NGs, like the visually? I've been on the fence so long about it. I still don't know if I love the Max engines, you know, just the way they look. They're cool, but I don't know. But I love this livery here. Good old I like these liveries. Or excuse me, wingtips, winglets. I don't like the super pointy ones. I like these better. The NG looks better visually. I kind of think that's what I think. So Sam, I think if something's just off. I think because the Max sits higher, right? So the gear is higher. It doesn't look quite as traditional. Maybe that's why I don't like it. You know, I like the lowrider NG. But yeah, looks good. Chevy better. Now get out of here, Turk. No. Blended winglet is better. Is that the split semi? No, I like so my winglet of choice is no winglet, then the one that goes straight up, and then this one, and then the pointy one, the scimitar one. I don't like that. That's my least favorite. There's a tail strike there for Team Vodka when he's going to yank it off the runway today. We got our chocks in place. Our walk around is complete. She's looking good. Hopefully we'll have more thorough walk around tutorial here soon, allegedly. This is a scimitar. Well, what's the other one then? You know what I'm talking about? Like the pointy looking one? All right, let's boot it up. I'm not sure. I guess we could leave. The only problem with this cam is the MCP is so big. So I don't know, you know, how we're going to, where I could put it on the bottom of the screen. You know, I could put it over here. And I'll only have it up for certain phases. But let's just power up because I want you guys to see it light up. It's so cool. So we're going to power it up. We're going to get the ground power on. We're going to arm the emergency exit lights. We're going to get the panel light juiced up here. We're going to put you on battery. We're going to put you on APU gen. We're going to power up the cabin IFEs. We're going to come down here. Everything looks good. Let's throw the logo light on. Let's throw the nav lights on. Seatbelts off. No smoking can come off because we got to do fueling. A backup here. I missed one. Let's get the ADIRS into nav. And I love doing that little test there. Beautiful. We're going to... Does this work? Does. How do I move it the other way? There we go. Heading STS. That looks good. We got 2 minutes. I have like a quick align thing going on here. All right. One other thing here. We can go ahead and get the window heat right now. We'll get the window heat. Probe heats can stay off. Hydraulics are coming all on. While I'm looking at it, cruise altitude today is Flight level 360. Flight level 360, landing altitude is less than 50. We'll call it 0 feet. Sea level is set. Fuel pumps can remain off. That all looks good. We'll clear that sucker out. Let's go ahead and get some background lighting on and watch this. Yes, brightness turn up with the MCP. How cool is that? I mean, come on, man. How cool is that? Infian, what's up, man? Hello there. Ready for the bare metal NG shots? I am, Infian. I am. I want to see him, dude. I want to see him. Come down here to the pedestal. Watch the FMC as well, right? FMC, turn the brightness on, baby. I freaking love it. This is why I wanted to do a night flight last night, but we just kind of ran out of time and the logistical didn't work. So, all right, we got that all set up. I'm going to turn off the, let's see. I guess what I could do is turn off the FCU for now. And then we'll just leave the FMC on for a minute while we set up this sucker here. So this is so cool. We're going to go FMC. I'm going to clear the scratch pad. It's just so satisfying, guys. This is next level. We're going to go to next page, GPS left, previous page. We'll stick it in there. We're good to go. Now the route, and we can go to menu. No. I forget how to pull our, you know what? I don't want to pull our flight plan in. I want to do it manually. I want to do it manually so we can play with the FMC. So before we do that, let's come over here and do some other loading stuff. We'll go back to this crazy situation. Oh, I've got to get our Addons tuned in here. And we're going to go to, actually, weight and balance, but we'll do that. I guess we'll get this going, and then we'll plug the route in. So weight and balance. Now you have to get the McDoos. Well, I got them a tool. Do you see them? I mean, McDo cam. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. All right, our passenger load today is 135, so we're going to select 135. We're going to set the payload. Our cargo, it's in kgs. 31,000 pounds in kilograms. It's got to be what, 15? That doesn't make sense. No, 369, 4812. So it'd be about 4,000. So let's do 4. Will that move our CG too far aft? 4,000 kg. All right. And fuel, we need in pounds. Was it 2.2 in cargo? Really? I'll tell you what. Let's do 2,000. Since I don't know how they load the 7.3, we'll do 2,000, 2,000. We'll set payload. Fuel for kgs. Can I change this in the panel state? No. Miscellaneous. Where, oh my gosh, general, US, done, set. So maybe we can go back to this here, make my life easier. Yeah, we got to redo it. All right, trip fuel is block 12.5. I need a little extra. Let's do 12,700 pounds. Set fuel, cargo. That looks good. Passengers 135. Fuel. Did it take? It didn't. We don't have any fuel. Total fuel, 12,600. There we go. All right, good. All right, now we got our fuel. Rastik dropping 20 gifted subs, my man. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted sub bomb. Hope all is well, Rastik. Thank you so much for the support. Enjoy the flight up to San Diego, my man. Absolutely awesome. Thank you for the support. If anyone's going to miss the Airbus 30 seconds after starting his jump seat observations, hey, get out of here with that, Timaru. Don't put that evil on me. Don't put that evil on me. Okay, route time. This is where it's going to be fun. All right, I'm going to do this all manually. I don't want to do any sim brief. So Mike, Golf, Mike. Destination is K-San. Oh, I got to move the mic so I can look down here. Mike, there we go. We're not going to request the flight plan. So I'm going to go back to departure Oh no, it's slightly different in this one, right? Gross weight, we'll copy it over. Reserves 2.5. And cost index is 88. Cruise flight level 360. Now I haven't fully set this up here. I need the departure arrivals. See how it's different? Which one is departure arrival? That's the only thing with the max. How do I get departure arrivals in here? If the departure arrival doesn't work there, do I click this one? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, departure arrival. Let's see what we get clearance-wise. We got to call center, and then we will put the departure in. Center, good morning. Aero Mexico 357, clearance to San Diego, please.
Mazatlan Center, Aero Mexico 357. You do not have an IFR clearance. Please make a request and check the frequency.
Aero Mexico 357, ready for airways to San Diego.
Aero Mexico 357, Mazatlan Center, expect runway 02.
02.
Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line, then expect radar vectors OMSUX. Squawk 6436.
Alright, expect runway 02, climb 6,000 on runway center line, then expect radar vectors OMSUX squawk 6436 for Aero Mexico 357. Alright, so I got 6,000 to set.
6436.
Oh. Squawk 6436, Aero Mexico 357.
Aero Mexico 357, read back correct.
Alright, I'm going to let my FO handle the rest of that. Alright, before I forget, 6436 in the squawk. 6436, that looks good. Let's continue on. So runway 02, back to the route. Legs page, would it be, actually, then it would be flight plan. How do I... Why am I drawing a blank here? Why can't I just put in, like, where's all my fixes and stuff? Screw it. Flight plan request. I give up. Stupid Temu box. I already put the departure and there's no SID. I know you can map them correctly in MobiFlight, but as soon as the NG drops, I'm never loading. I'm never using the Fly Max again. Route page 2, but that'd be route 2. All right, there we go. Activate. See now, execute legs. Now I've got legs. See, I didn't know where to put GYM there for my first fix. All right, so legs page is set up. So that departure arrival is the direct to. Nope, we need the arrival box for San. Arrival localizer 27 from a Lindy, and then what is the star we have is a Lucky 1 arrival, so it's going to be Lucky 1 off of the Imperial VOR transition. Boom, execute. That all looks good. Okay, so now flight plan is looking good. Absolutely love it. So that's all set. Don't need any fix info, init data, N1 limits, TO1, no derate. Flaps 5. CG trim is 20.7, V speed's 35.47, and that's my favorite part here. We'll set V2 147. So much easier. So much easier. Oops, I have the flight director switches on. Flight director 1, flight director 2. We got the master light. Oh my goodness, chat, I love it. Heading 020 on departure is what we're looking for. So I'm going to select heading 020. Then we'll be VNAV. 6,000 is set. All right, our box is pretty much good to go. AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat. Boris is a fortune teller. Back in the 737 pack was released. If he wasn't sure about the jump seat, it become a reality. Exactly, AJ. Exactly. It has become. Well, we don't know that for sure, but allegedly. Allegedly, it could be. All right, we're going to put you in XPDR mode. That looks good. TCAS is going to be in TA. Transponder is standby. We're squawking 6436. Frequencies are set. Let's get the left fuel tank pump on. Actually, we're done fueling, so we'll get it all fired up here. Yaw damper can come online. And APU start. Really enjoy this channel. Keep it up, man. Thank you, Timbo Slice. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Finally get to see V1's figures push buttons. Do you not have the magnetic switch? I don't yet. No. Nah, Vodka, I don't need to look. I don't need no Moby flight, man. I don't want to fly the Max. I want the NGs. Why would Boeing change the FMC? You know, they pride themselves on everything being the same. Why on earth would you do an FMC change? Who are you rooting for the World Series? Nobody. Wake me on game 6 or 7. All right, APU is up and running. So looking at this here, see, I really want this page. We'll put terrain on. Runway heading is 020. So this has all been done, so we can complete that. Runways, we don't need to worry about that because we already got our speeds and all that stuff in there, so I don't need to do any of this. But what I do want is terminal charts. Oh no, do I have to do this? Use airports from FMS. All right. Complete. This one here, loading chart, zoom it in. Runway 02 is heading 019. 019 on departure. We put 02 in the box, right? No, I don't want that. I want the departure. Runway 02, execute. There we go. I think I did that a little wrong. There we go. No? 02 and then coming right back around. I need to put a disco in here. How does... That's a good Boeing question. So I want to put an extended center line from 02. Wonder how you would do that in the, like, put it so it's not navving off the ground. Back in the Airbus we would just do that. We'd execute, go back here. No, I can't do that. Because I don't want to nav off the ground, you know, I just want to be heading off the ground. Just look it up in your manual. You're funny, Sam. Funny. The way to make a disc on the 7.6 was to put a waypoint on top of itself. Let me try this one more time. Let's just use the NDB. Okay, yeah, this is Boeing. This is, and then we're going to delete T. Invalid delete. Can I clear T? I know, insufficient. I know. Why can't I delete T now?
Aero Mexico 701. Contact Mazatlan Center 124.4.
See, there's the disco I want. But I can't delete it now. Put it on top of itself. No disco there. Boeing being Boeing. SimMap Pro is trash. You'll be using Moby Flight. Accept your fate. Maybe. We'll see. But I would only need that if, well, now look at our box. Good grief. All right, we're just going to fly it in heading mode off the ground. Thank you, Tuco, for the $5 super chat. But I'm only going to use it for the proper NGs, which is going to be the PMDG. No one needs to fly no Temu Max here. So NGs coming at me. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. We don't have to do any pushback and start because we're already ready to go. So let's disconnect everything from this crazy EFB here. That's other systems. Go back. Sim menu. Ground support. Pull all the chocks. Electric. Ooh, before we disconnect that, let's throw you on the APU bus. Beautiful. I remembered. Disconnect. Page down. Don't need any more cones. Get rid of that. Radome is closed. Make sure we don't have anything. Oh, we still have forward air stairs. Get rid of all those. All right. Set. Yep, there we go. Ready to go. Up top, anti-collision light is on. APU bleed is coming on. Packs off. Bleeds off. That's open. And we are ready. Let's go ahead and get the seatbelt sign on. Fasten seatbelts, no smoking are both on. Magic barrel ref is complete. 6019 on the heading. I think we're good. All right, let's go ahead and start them up. Pretty simple. We'll ground 2 first. Oh, I didn't forget. Just hit the Toga button and you'll go heading. Yeah, I know how to fly it, Turk. What I was asking is, how do you get? Surely there's a way you don't have to have a nav right in the box, right? Surely you can draw a nav line straight out from the extended runway center line. Surely Airbus can't be that superior. Oh, the MCP was blocking the Skinner. Sorry, my bad. There you go. We're done. My bad. See, I gotta get used to that. Don't call us Shirley. We gotta hold on. We gotta open up all these window shades because that's an option for some reason. Panel state, miscellaneous, cabin sun visors open. Set. All right. Grounding 2. Let's flip the fuel.
Mexico 701, contact Mazatlan Center 124.4, bye-bye.
Can we make this right turn? We might be a little close to that building.
Mexico 701.
Bearing distance. Could do that. Like the PBD. That seems like a whole lot of work. I'm with you, Osco. Like, flying all these Boris airplanes this last week, everything we've been flying has been Boris. Amazing. Yeah, Al Loper, that's where I'm at. I don't have any problems with SimApp Pro. I ran SimApp Pro for DCS, plug and play, ready to rock and roll. The only difference, I guess, is what they're saying is that if you look at the FMC layout, it's slightly different. But all the buttons are still there, though, right? They just moved them? Oh, no, they got rid of the climb and cruise. And they made it ATC and VNAV. Super weird. Why would Boeing... Why would you do that, man? I've got questions. Generators are coming on. Let's go. APU bleed off. On. We didn't isolate and ventilate, so everyone's going to be toasty back there. Propeats are coming on. Let's see. That's good. That's good. Gen 1, Gen 2. That's good. 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Summit Airbus pilot. APU bleed is off. APU is coming off. And we're going to set trim, which was, we're going to go to our perf. Takeoff was 5.4 on the trim, which I believe auto set trim. 5.4 is set. Now we're going flaps 5. That's all right, Zippy. I flew on a 737 to when I flew from to our vacation to go to San Jose out of Dallas. No isolate and ventilate happened. That airplane was 90 degrees from getting on to cruise. It was so hot. I felt so bad for my wife too because she had the baby on her lap and he had a blowout and it was just absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I feel like no one in the 737, when I fly on 73s, nobody has a sense of urgency. Like, whoever's doing the air conditioning, they all are just, no one, I don't know. All right, brakes released, flaps 5. Takeoff config checked is good. Taxi lights coming on. Ooh, it's going to be tight. All right, we got our Blackbird controls tiller here. Let's crank it over. Blackbird's in the house. What's up, my man? Dude, hey, look, see, I got the cables and I was able to run Blackbird control tiller cam now. Thank you, Blackbird. Appreciate you, man. All right, brake check. That looks good. Let's get this on TARA. Where are you at? There she is. TARA 6436. Terrain data is up. And we're rolling. Mazatlan Center, Aero Mexico 357, holding short runway 02, ready for departure.
Mazatlan Center, Aero Mexico 357. You do not have taxi instructions.
Oh, my bad.
Request and check the frequency.
Mazatlan Center, Aero Mexico 357, ready to taxi for departure. I thought this was uncontrolled. I don't have to be on center, right? Blackbird dropping the 10 gifted subs, though. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. I guess not. Oh, it's towered. It's towered. My bad. Shoot. It's towered.
357, ramp 12, request pushback.
I thought this was uncontrolled.
Aero Mexico 357, Guaymas Tower, pushback and engine start approved.
How you like it now that you have the right cable? Oh, it's great, Blackbird. It's great, man. I appreciate you.
Engine start approved. Face southwest. Aero Mexico 357. Aero Mexico 357. Ready to go. Runway 02.
Taxi from Struthers. Timu, I thought I was on Vatsin. Because that's standard.
Wind 080 at 6.
All right.
Fly heading 020. Runway 02. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 020, runway 02, cleared for takeoff, Aero Mexico 357.
All right, we're going to back taxi 02 full length. And then we'll get the auto throttle. Dom Pellegrino, what's going on, man? Had me thinking you were in Quantico for a moment. Yeah, see, I don't like this circle here because it has me departing to and like immediately navving back. I don't know what that is. It's almost like I'd rather just delete Golf Yankee Mike. I have to wait till type rating. Jacob Landon, welcome back to Commercial Pilot, sir. Glad to have you on board. Welcome into the stream. We'll get ready to depart Mexico this morning. Beautiful morning. We got a wall and back taxi here to 02. All the way down. Thank you, Sim. This, yeah, see, now the problem is we don't have throttle cam, and if I use my Bravo levers or from Blackbird Control, they'll block the FCU. So I'm not sure what the solution is. It's going to take some wizardry to get the Pro Streamer camera set up to include everything. Virtual Flight Diaries dropping the 20 gifted subs, my man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you dropping the 20 gifted sub bomb. Thank you for the support, Virtual Flight Diaries. Very, very kind. Well, Wingnut's in the house. Dude, okay, Wingnut, help me out here, man. How do I want to be heading off of 02. So I want the box to just show me a runway heading. It's right now it has me navving right back to the first waypoint, which is right over the runway. Surely there's a way to put a disco in there, right? And just have it fly straight out on the FMC. Sounds like I need to build you a mount for that MCP that gives you the clearance. Well, no, it has clearance, Blackbird. It has nothing to do with clearance. It's perfect. It's just for video. I just don't know where. You'll see here when I advance the thrust levers forward, they'll block this. And basically, the easiest solution for me is I'm going to get another camera so I can have, because this camera that's on the FMC used to be on the throttles. So I got to get an extra camera to set it up. But yeah, look, we got S-turns on our ND here, which is not good. I just want it to show straight out. If LNAV is being wonky, heading select. Well, it's I have VNAV on. Push heading select. Well, it'll be heading when I go in takeoff mode. There's 3 ways. Be a pilot and fly it. 2, use heading mode. That's what I was going to do. 3, insert a disco by inserting random waypoint. I use A. So I tried to do that. It won't let me delete it. So I'm going to use A. I'll put it here, right? NDB. This is going to screw everything up. Okay, so execute. So now I want to delete A, and it won't let me. It says invalid delete. Because that's how you do it in the Airbus. Because I want that disco right there. Right? We got a real Max driver in the chat. Yeah, iFly is Timu, says the Max driver. So it's just not correct. So I'll just put GYM right there. We'll execute it, and we're just going to have to let it do the S's. So iFly issues. All right. Not a problem. Not a problem. We'll spin the camera around. We'll get the yoke on, at least, if I can find it. There it is. All right. I should have done a flight control issue. There we go. All right. Let's go flying. Spool them up 50. Yoga's in chat. Boris Audio Works sounds here. Let's go. Oh, auto throttle alarm. See, I need that mag switch. Need it. It's coming. Yoga. N1 Toga. Throttle hold.
V1.
Rotate. Up we go. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Oh, yeah, sir. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Heading select is on.
Contact made on land center 126.3, Aero Mexico 357. Avalon center,
Flaps
Aero
1.
Mexico 357, 1,800 feet.
Aero Mexico 357, Mazatlán Center, identified. Climb to 18,000 feet, altimeter 29er 9er 2.
Climb to 18,000 feet, altimeter 299er 2, Aero Mexico 357.
So I'm gonna pull the throttles. I'm gonna pull the throttles out of the camera view there.
Mexico 357, turn left, heading 30.
So much easier. After takeoff checklist, gear is up, RTO is off. Nah, don't put that on me, Wingnut. I gotta wait till I have my own SOPs. Execute LNAV. Oh my gosh, that is game changing, guys. Game changing. Just boom, boom. Execute LNAV. So freaking cool. I gotta say, hand flying the Max though, come on, it's pretty nice. Yeah, see, I want this. I need this little EFIS part. I need to get up here and start fiddling with that. I feel like the EFIS you're gonna touch more than the actual MCP. And we're climbing out, baby. San Diego, here we come. I just logged onto my television and you're in portrait mode. 2/3 of the television is black with your stream down the center. Madmatic, are you on the wrong stream? You might be on the wrong stream. There's two streams. There's a mobile stream, oops. And then there's a full screen stream. Get back up there, 250. 10,000 feet. Sounds down a little bit now. Finally got you some wind wing gear. Mamba, look, man, I totally get it. I totally get why you guys love flying the Boeing with the MCP. I get it. I could imagine the Airbus would be just as fun if you had the full Airbus panel too, but I mean, because there's more interaction with the 737, totally get it. Just being able to go boom, direct, LNAV, like that's how airplanes are supposed to be flied. You're not supposed to be flying these airplanes with your mouse wheel and scrolling, especially if you're going to be on a network and trying to talk on the radios. It is a game changer. I will say that. It is a game changer, especially if you're a network flyer. If you're not a network flyer, it's not, that big of a deal because you can, at your leisure, select your heading, select this. But there are times when you just need to get up here and boom, 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 and be quick. See, just coming here to mess with the range knob is making me frustrated. Chat, I need two full cockpits. I need a 7.3 cockpit and I need an A320 cockpit sim, like XP72. That's the only way to do it, I think. I think that's the only way to do it.
Air Mexico 357, climb to flight level 360.
No problem. I'll just spin it in here.
Level 360, Aero Mexico 357.
The amount of times I got violated on Iveo Premium because I was trying to scroll in something and then I got a scroll lock bug or a flight control bug because I right-clicked, I'd have like $20. Oh, N1 page, you're right. N1, oh no, I can't, it's not bound because it's Temu. N1 limit page, there we go. Let's go, I think we're already juiced out. Right, we're already juiced out. Climb 1. We got to turn. Nah, I think we're already juiced out. And look, you can kind of keep your heading bugs synced up here. We don't need the engine instruments anymore. We'll send those over to the FO side. It's already climb 1. Set standard. They make a nice mount. I have this mounted on, this is my old JP mount, and I basically just have it on there with 3M tape right now.
Turn right, heading 140, Polaris
It fits
648.
perfect. It actually fits perfectly. What I need to do is make it a little bit more sturdy. Maybe ask Haley for more wing stuff. Jeez, AJ. I want to go direct somewhere. I want to hit the box again. Let's go direct MXL. In the turn. I got more Wing stuff coming though, AJ. Don't worry. Thanks for the $3 super chat. We'll have the mag switch. We'll have the EFIS, and then I'll be set. I don't need any more Wing. I don't need any Airbus stuff from the Wing. I don't think. I've already got the mini FCU, although it's kind of been a problem ever since I reformatted my PC. Like, it doesn't work. I don't know. I've tried reinstalling the software. It's just very complicated. I think something got bugged, or maybe there's something in my files that got deleted or didn't get deleted when I reformatted, and it won't connect to the sim. No matter what, I can update the software, it auto, like all the stuff, but it just won't connect. So it used to be so easy. I used to just get in the airplane and launch the DLS, and it would work. But knowing that Wing is plug and play, I wouldn't get a mini FCU now. If you're on the fence, unless for space. I did like the space of the mini FCU. It sat perfectly right there on top of the Bravo, but it's become more of a headache than anything else as time has gone on. But I will say the mini FCU has better tactile feel. The buttons felt more realistic. I wasn't impressed with the Wing Airbus MCP at Expo. I don't know if it's just because they had one that had been just absolutely mauled by everybody's hands. Let's go Command A. Command A. I don't know if the one they had was just being mauled by everybody there. I know Turk was there. He was touching it. But it didn't feel... It felt very mushy. The mini FCU is very crisp, and the buttons are very crisp, and they feel very much like the real Airbus FCU. I don't know what the real Boeing MCP feels like, but this one feels better than the Airbus one to me. Yeah, Turk was touching a lot of knobs, Zippy. Try Riva uninstaller, what, for the mini FCU? Maybe. You'll be fine the 7.3 anyway, no need for Airbus stuff. Well, I'm just so Airbused out, man. Like, I think I have Airbus fatigue. You know, I like the 340, to be honest. Yeah, the 340's been fun to fly, but the Fenix is the best packaged airliner you can buy on the sim. There's no question about it. But I'm just fatigued from it, man. I'm just tired of flying Airbus on the sim. I love my mini FCU. Have you tried updating the firmware? Yeah, Cloud. So I updated the firmware. I did everything. Updated firmware, updated drivers. It just won't connect to the sim. So something's got to be bugged. Because it worked flawlessly until I had to reformat my whole PC. And I did driver uninstaller. I had to reinstall Windows, all that stuff. Everything has been extremely smooth and been perfect ever since I've done that, except I can't get mini FCU back for some reason. Gotta fly the 777 V2 plus 10. Everyone's been asking for it, and I wanted to for Boris. Like, but there's, number one, I was gone when it released, so like there was a lot of content on it, which is good. And then, but I mean, if I get burned out on seeing 777 stuff, I can only imagine the audience gets burned out on seeing 777 stuff. And, you know, 777 is a great add-on. I just, as a personal preference, it's too much of a cross between an Airbus and a Boeing for me. Like, it's so automated that it takes all the fun out of Boeing, but it's not automated enough where you can just sit there and chill like an Airbus. And it just doesn't, like, at a real airplane talk, and that's just the only reason I don't get excited. Like, when we do a 777 stream, rarely am I excited for it, you know? Are you using the cable with the mini FCU when it was working? I noticed it doesn't like some of yours. Yep, I haven't, never even unplugged it, Rusty. Never even, didn't touch it. It stayed perfectly mounted. Yeah, I don't know. What I use for camera views, I make my own views. Could be an errant registry entry that's conflicting with you on. Cyber damming at this point, it could be anything. But I kind of think you're on the right track. And the fact that, like, I don't know, the mini FCU software and website seems so confusing. Like, you got to download this, and then you got to download this, you got to download this first, and then this. And then they don't tell you which needs to be in your, something has to be in your community folder, but this doesn't need to be in your community folder. You would hate the 787 then, according to a 777-78 pilot I met in Fort Worth. He said the 78 is less Boeing than the triple. That, Sam, I agree. I've jump seated on the 78 from LA to Dallas. Dude, that cockpit is, that's the best Boeing has to offer. It just felt so plasticky. I think somebody called it the plastic princess. It just looked, I was just like, man, this is kind of interesting. I mean, it was cool to see it, and it's very spacious. I'm sure it's a wonderful airplane. If I had to pick a wide body to fly, like, hey, you can go fly wide body, 777 or 78, I would pick the 78 just because I think it's better with the electric air. You don't have the bleed air problems. It's, I don't know, it's quieter. It's definitely more advanced, right? But it doesn't look all that exciting to fly, to be honest with you. Honestly, the Max looks very similar. These big screens in here, the gray. All right, but we're climbing good up to 360. Stig calls it the plastic princess. Maybe that's where I heard it for. That's where I heard it from, maybe. Yes, Wingnut is common type. 220 is the time, very plastic, it's lightweight, feels cheap though. Yeah. Man, I flew so many Neos real world because they were just the way the fleet structuring was around the base, that when I got to fly a CEO Airbus, man, it felt like I was going back in time, rolling coal. Like, it was like, man, the engine seemed so much louder, the fuel burn just seemed so much greater. I mean, but it's weird to fly the Neo that many times in a row, and then you get in a CEO and you're like, oh, this feels old. Nope, this is standard Sim Update 3. He said the 777 reminds him a little more of the 7576. He said 78 is nice, but very artificial. I could see that. So has there ever been any more released information on that 78 in India? Are they still blaming the pilots for that one? Because wasn't there like 2 more 787s that landed with the rats out? But, you know, you'll never really hear about that on mainstream media. Have you flown the 777 Rolls-Royce on your own? I have, yeah. Yeah, Flight Sim guy. They're epic. I know it, dude. I know it. I actually had a stream ready to go with it. I believe the Max was supposed to have the 7.8 cockpit, but since it was rushed, Boeing only put larger screens and made other minor changes. Everything is rushed with Boeing, you know? That's what it seems like. Everything gets rushed with Boeing. Maybe that's why they're always falling apart. Between the 350 and 7.8, I'd go 7.8 just on flight deck. Too much was put in a touchscreens in a 350. That should have stayed a switch knob. Yeah, the 350 cockpit is it's gross to me, personally. I don't like all the touchscreens either, Zippy. All right, 360, smooth ride. Seatbelt sign come off. You are now free to move about the cabin. It's a little bit toasty in here. What's cont cabin? Forward cabin, aft cabin. I guess isolation valve should be an auto. Can we go high flow on the pack? See if we can't cool it down in here. I'm gonna see if we get it cooled down. I feel bad for the lady in the back with the baby screaming on her lap. It's 80 degrees in here. You've got to upgrade a sim update 4 update. Night lighting has got me back into simming. They got rid of the sepia lighting overlay. I will when it releases. I will when it releases. I don't do betas, man. I don't do betas. I'm gonna ice up the packs. Is that a thing? You can ice up your packs? That's what I thought. Contiguous cabin. The temp is coming down. So that's 40. That's 60 degrees. There we go. At least we cooled it off a little bit. Get ice crystals blowing at you? Oh yeah, that happens all the time. Oh, standby chat. We have a message from Miss V1. Perhaps it's coffee delivery. Chat, we have coffee on the way. Beautiful. All right. Excellent. Coffee delivery is on the way. All right. Nothing else to do here. Chew on the legs page. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a nice view. Ooh. Aero Mexico. We'll get a Saturday morning cruise going on. Oh, did you guys see the Baron stuff? Should we watch? I want to watch the Black Square video. I haven't watched it yet. Do you think Just Flight would be mad if I watch it during stream? Did you guys see the latest from Black Square? They had 2 videos out. Let me see. Systems. I wanted to watch Baron Bonanza's systems video.
Aero Mexico 357, you're off course.
I know.
Direct Penasco. Resume navigation.
Wilco, clear direct Penasco, resumo navigation. Aero Mexico
Ooh, we can mess
357.
with the box. We can mess with the box. Let's do it. So he wants us to go to PPE. So how do we do a direct to? We just put it on top. Papa Echo.
November
Put it here.
233 Juliet Hotel.
Execute.
Turn right heading 3
And then after MXL.
level 200.
Oh, Jack. Okay. This is so sick. Look at that. That is so sick. Lucky fella. What's up, Dougal? I just asked for coffee and Miss McTavish said, you know where the kitchen is? That's great. Well, to be completely transparent, Dougal, I think she wants to get out of the house anyway. So I think that's, it's part of it. Yeah, I'm going to get the kids some they need to get out of the house. Hot, please. Beautiful. All right, I was going to put on... Okay, are we going to do... let's see, what I could do with the views in cruise. I'm trying to think. What if I put this up here? That's kind of mid, though. How much do you guys care about the actual cams? Like, when you're manipulating on my C, what I need to do is bind a hotkey so I can turn it on and then manipulate and then turn it off.
American 675, contact Mazatlan Center 124.4.
Center on 12
we could put it down here on the bottom. Or I could put it over here on the bottom. That way we can just keep an eye on it. That's not bad for right now, I guess. I'd say put the FCU right over the FCU. Put the FCU over the FCU? That's confused. Oh, you mean like when we're in the cockpit view?
Presented in the professional series.
Hold on. I gotta watch. We gotta see some. I want to see this. We're gonna go theater mode. Who's hyped for the Bonanza stuff? I'm so hyped, guys. I'm so hyped. I'm gonna turn the camera like so. Oh, we gotta go to. So add another view here. I wanted to watch this. There we go. Got a lot going on here. All right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the new Baron and Bonanza Professional.
Yes.
Last time we talked about the 6 different airframes
What's up, Steven?
represented in the Professional series.
Golly gee, a weekend stream. I know, dude. It was a surprise today. I wanted to do a night flight last night, but we ended up having to do it today. So I'm hyped, but it comes a day out after I leave. Oh, zippy. Bummer, dude. I'm telling you, man. I love the Dukes. You guys know how much I love the Dukes, but I am in love with the Baron and the Bonanza. Like it's not only is it new, but it's less bougie. Like I feel like a Duke is super bougie of a prop plane, which is there's nothing wrong with that. But the Barons and the Bonanzas are a little bit more. I mean, Bonanzas are pretty bougie, but you know, having a Baron, they did fly freight in Barons. Like they're a little bit more widely accepted, I think, or I feel like. So maybe that's part of it that's driving me, that loves them so much. But they're great, and flying the naturally aspirated ones that are a little bit less powerful, you know, it's fun.
This time, let's look at all the new simulation features added since the original analog Baron and Bonanza.
Rugged, exactly.
Your home for learning about the systems in this aircraft is Black Square's tablet interface.
Yeah.
This will be familiar to Duke, TBM, and Starship pilots, as all the same features are here. First, there's the persistent settings page, which is where you select your hot swapping radio configuration and other convenience features.
If you want a flying machine,
Next,
your definition of
is the
bougie.
payload
It's true.
screen with center of gravity information and statistics. Steam gauge overhaul fans will be happy to see the failure system moved into the tablet interface with adjustable mean time between.
To think this all came from the steam gauge overhaul, and now he's the standalone awesome professional products. I freaking love it, man.
Failure and scheduled.
Blackbird's
mode
got a
for
jet. I have to
practicing
get
your
I
skills.
have to at least pretend to have a weekend for a minute after a dinner. Sound good for the call? Yeah, Blackbird, hit me up, man. I'll be watching the A&M LSU game this evening, though, so if I don't answer, that's why.
The global failure
Shout
rate
out Blackbird
slider
Controls, man.
can
Thank
be
you.
used to make each flight a little more exciting, so you'll never be bored once you've mastered the aircraft. I've also added many new failures that pertain to the new system complexity, with well over 100 failures for each airframe.
That's awesome.
Now comes the really fun stuff. First are the engine visualizers. These are unique for each airframe, with all the accessory systems for turbocharging.
You know, I didn't even
pressurization.
notice this. We're going to have to go over this the next time. I think he's in the Bonanza right now, right? So he has a turbocharger in the engine visualizer now. So the turbocharger wasn't in the visualizer in the Duke, I don't think, was it? I can't remember if it was or not. But, I mean, this is a really cool, because you could actually see how the breakdown, the intake air, and the
induction,
relief valve.
and exhaust. Let's fire up this engine to get an idea of what's
It was in there,
simulated.
Phoenix Galaxy?
We'll add
Maybe I was
some
flying the
fuel to
turbine too
cylinders
much.
with the fuel pump first. Then, as we start cranking, watch the oil pump circulate high viscosity cold oil through the galleries. We can also
Yeah.
see the engine compression simulation.
This
at
is the
work,
iFly Max
and
pilot.
hear
Skippy,
the
yes, it
starter
is.
solenoid and the magneto impulse couplings.
There's no two startups that sound the same either, which is what's so awesome. I really like my Duke turbine, but I can't get the engine to go past 17 ng to fire up. You can't get the engine to go past 17 ng. Did you put the fuel on, Ed? You got to have the fuel cutoff valve on. Make sure your fuel levers are open too. And make sure your igniters are on.
All the sounds are created by Boris Audio Works and
Shout out,
connected to
Boris.
the physics simulation.
Dude, Boris Audio Works is the GOAT. Whoa! Did you see that light off? Hold on. Where's Wingnut at? He was saying that until they simulated a little backfire or light off, then this team. Look at this. Oh, that is so cool. I've never started from the outside view of the
Every
black
engine
square
start
stuff.
is different and influenced by too many parameters to count. Like battery voltage and health, temperature, preheating, and all the frustrations of fuel-injected
We had that
engines,
problem
like
with the vapor lock.
flooding, and fouling.
That subtle shake is so perfect too. So perfect.
This engine physics
Look
simulation
at that,
goes
brothers.
beyond
Oh, maybe we need to do an engine failure impossible turn. We need to do an impossible turn stream.
just starting.
VMC demo.
With blade feathering physics
That is so
for
cool.
in-flight shutdowns and air starts, and unfeathering accumulators and feather locking pins for the Baron. Also, see the differences between constant speed propellers in single engine versus multi-engine aircraft.
Anybody know the difference between the major difference between a single engine and multi-engine constant speed prop? When the engine fails, there's a big difference about the what the blades do.
How they respond after engine failures. And
I want to
during
see
run.
prop windmilling. You can windmill it if it's not feathered.
Black Square's aircraft also have the most accurate turbocharger simulation.
Oh, pick
in
me,
Flight
pick me.
Sim.
There's
Exhaust
two
gas
versus one.
velocity,
P factor?
individually
Nope.
simulated RPM and wastegate performance affect engine performance, and other systems like pressurization, all with failures too. The same goes for the Turbine Bonanza.
I love the
with
Turbine
the same
Bonanza.
great engine simulation from the Turbine Duke. And a unique sound pack that makes me smile every time.
Listen to this. Oh, we might have to get back in the Turbine Bonanza. Team Drew's got the answer. Multi-prop fails towards feather. It won't feather on its own, but it moves towards it. Exactly. So, and the reason being why, anybody want to shoot a guess at why would a multi fail towards feather? There's actually, you could actually have a couple of reasons for that.
The next page on the tablet is the cabin visualizer, where you can learn to manage the temperature and pressure of the cabin to keep your passengers.
Yeah, you got to manage it. It's not bougie like the
in
Duke
the
where you can
analog
set it in
Baron
auto.
and Bonanza, many of the environmental controls had no particular effect on the cabin.
To
But-
prevent yaw a little bit, thrust asymmetry, that is a factor, right? So when you have two engines and one fails, you have what's called VMC, or minimum controllable airspeed. Below that, you're going to lose control of the aircraft. So that is a problem, right? So you do want to get the propeller to trend towards feather. Now, here's the thing. If it's not feathered, you're still creating a lot of drag. But I want you to think towards like an engine restart. If your propeller automatically goes towards feather and you don't have another engine, restarting it can be a problem, right? So if you think of the single engine, because everyone's thinking towards the multi-engine here, which is you're not wrong, but if you think about it, if you have a single engine airplane and your engine fails, you don't want to feather it right away. You need the windmilling speed to try to get a relight, right? So remember when we were flying the Bonanza on that stream and I flamed it out because I forgot to switch the fuel tank? Now, single engines don't have auto feathers, but just imagine if you had an auto feather on a single engine Bonanza, just like we did, and I forgot to switch the fuel, that prop immediately goes to feather. Now, my relight sequence is going to be much more complicated because I have to get it out of the feathered position. You'd have to unfeather the prop, and then you got to get it to windmill to get the speed to get it to light back off. So, again, that's part of the reason. But you're also correct about the multi-engine is is yaw, drag, right? You want to get, the first thing you want to do is get that engine secured so you can continue to fly the airplane single engine. And then once you are ready, then you can unfeather, the unfeathering accumulator, you can unfeather the prop and restart it.
Polaris 648, Mazatlan Center, expect radar vectors, board me Zulu runway 10.
Now, nothing is without purpose. You'll have to manage the inflatable door seals in the P-Baron
We got to fly the P-Baron still.
and monitor condenser and intercooler scoops in flight. All of these systems have an effect on the cabin climate, and all of them can fail in various ways.
I did add fuel
In
with the
Bonanza, you
igniter
can
switch
learn to
right below the
balance
starter.
exhaust heat exchanger
Right above the
and the air
starter.
conditioner to keep the cabin comfortable at all altitudes. Or open the ram air vents to keep things simple on short flights.
Just to open the vents just to have, that's so cool.
Last is the live electrical schematic. Here you can see how the electrical buses and circuits are configured and troubleshoot failures in flight. The thermal circuit breakers respond as they should, only tripping
We had a
when
circuit
under
breaker
load.
failure.
And
with
all
panel lighting.
failures are saved between flights, even ones that haven't presented themselves yet. Black Square's
So
electrical
that is so
simulation
cool.
also-
So, and this is what happened with lighting. So I had a landing light fail. I think it was a landing light fail in the Duke. All right, and the circuit breaker will only pop until you. It will only pop if you turn the landing light on. Because if the landing light is off, you're not asking it to generate current. Therefore, it's not going to generate heat, which is not going to pop the breaker. Even though it was failed, we were flying in daytime, never turned the light on. I never saw the breaker pop until load up for a night flight, turn the lights on, pop, now the breaker's failed. So that could also happen in cruise. So you take off in the daytime, you're flying around, everything looks good. You're doing a night landing, you go to turn your landing lights on, breakers pop. They've been failed, but you didn't know they were failed until you actually turned the switch on. So having that depth of simulation is just so neat. It's so
also
neat.
includes voltage drop and unsteady voltage regulators at low engine RPM. These effects influence the sounds and lights, reminding you of just how much is being simulated under the hood of these aircraft. Apart from the tablet interface, these aircraft now also have advanced instrument physics with needle, stiction, and friction. Needles can become stuck on cold days, especially before the engines are running. Tap on the glass to free up a stuck needle.
So cool. Gyroscope.
Even the unsung heroes of instrumentation,
San Diego,
gyroscopes,
244
are
miles
now
out.
simulated with physics. Several types of instrument air failures now have consequences with realistic gyro tumbling and drift. You can hear the simulated
Skyfall, welcome
speed
back,
of the
pilots.
gyroscopes, and of
Appreciate
course,
ya.
electric gyroscopes are influenced by the voltage simulation. The KAS-297B altitude selector has been overhauled for more realistic operation with altitude and vertical speed arming.
Skyfall, I once had
And
a
the
what?
KNS-81
I once had to have my elevator cable. I once had my elevator cable snap in a Seminole. Had to lay on power and pitch. Dude,
RNAV navigator
lucky to be
can
on the
now
ground,
coupled
man.
to the
Nicely
autopilot
done.
when no GPS
That's a no
source
joke.
is present. Last but not least, the manuals now contain performance tables for each airframe to match the accurate aerodynamic performance, usually within 2% of the POH values.
that's so awesome. Makes me want to get back
As
in the
usual,
Baron and
there
Bonanza.
is far more
Look
to
at that,
discover in
though.
these
I
aircraft
kind of
than
like
I
the
can
wing-lidded
present in
Bonanza.
hours of video.
Kind of like the
If you're
wing-lidded
looking
turbine.
for more content on these aircraft, the original analog Baron and Bonanza videos linked in the description are still relevant, with their discussion of pressurization, leaning, magneto-grounding, starting procedures, and more. Everything you see there has simply been enhanced with
Did you do a
greater
flight from RSW to
complexity,
Newark?
accuracy,
Sounds
and
like a good one. I
usability.
might do that every game, guy.
Until then, I'll see you in the next video.
All right, so it makes me want to fly a freaking Bonanza stream after this. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. We're getting ready to make the turn to Papa Echo. Let's say, let's use our FMC. Let's do it right now. Let's go legs page. Oh, we just hit it. Oh, we're going to MXL. Yeah, let's go off course. Let's, just so I can hit the button. MXL, execute. Yes, yes. I wonder what Nick's IQ is. A lot more than mine, that's for sure, dude. He is a very intelligent person. Love talking to him. We did that video together, and just, it's not only is he super intelligent, but he's got the passion for it. Like, he's not just a programmer or someone that just wants to, you know, make an airplane and sell it. It's like he has so much passion that as he does smarts, and that's why you get such incredible airplanes. I think that is the real reason. Oh, that's a real world view right there. I think that's the real reason we get such incredible airplanes from Black Square. Is they're so passionate about it, or Nick is so passionate about it. And to think that it's a one-man team, you know? Like, he's a one-man team, mostly a one-man team, right? Let's see, we got a few minutes. We can listen to a song or two. We need to get in the mood for Aero Mexico. How about a little bit of Latin pop? Latin jazz influence? Let's get ready for Aero Mexico. Go to the Prague page. 221 to San Diego. Top of descent is in 95 miles. So we're getting close. Aviator, what's up, man? Ooh, I can do my init ref from here while we're waiting. We're going to do flaps 40, 137. That checks. ILS is 110.9. Look at this. I can set this up from wing view. This alone makes it worth it. Final approach course is 275 degrees. We'll spin that in here to the FCU. You can't see the FO side, but I'll throw that in here. 275 aside. We've got flaps 40, 137, 110.9. That looks good. Approach reference, we're good. We'll leave it as good. I like it. I like it, chat. We're cooking with gas. Had a long talk with Nick at the expo. Love aviation. Fun talk too. Yes, absolutely. Classic Jetsim. Absolutely. Can you demo wind wing brightness increase, decrease? I sure can. So that's the screen, which may not be turning up very well for you, but to control the brightness of the actual numbers, you have to use the actual switch, which is right here. So I can turn the backlighting off, and then if I try to hide the light, we have a hold on. How do I do this? There we go. See, it's not lit. Okay, hold on. Now let me do that with the flood panel. There we go. See, now I can mouse wheel the lights up. I mean, it's the little things. It's the little things in life. It's. Are you able to get the MCP to work with any aircraft? So it's plug and play with the MAX and the PMDG. You can get it to work with other aircraft. I believe that's where MobiFlight profiles come in handy, right? If you use MobiFlight, you can use it with the 777. You can use it with other aircraft. Now, AJ, let me ask you this. If hypothetically, because I don't know if there's a profile for it, but hypothetically, could you make a profile for, say, like a GA airplane? So, like, if I wanted to use this MCP for heading, and I wanted to use the same heading bug or the same course knob, could you do that through MobiFlight? Because I'm tempted to make some big changes to my setup here for views. Because I love the Bravo. The Bravo is perfect for heading, course knob, altitude. We got the basic autopilot panel. But I'll be honest with you, this actually sits pretty good on the Bravo. I used a couple of strips of not 3M. It's actually Velcroed. So this is Velcroed to the top of my Bravo. If I'm going to make a plate for the Bravo that's going to be a little bit longer. And if I mount the plate to the Bravo, then I can mount this to the top and I can still keep it there. Because then maybe I can keep both. Because I really do want to keep the Bravo if I can. Lucas, my man, thanks for $2 or 2 days. Appreciate you. Are you changing base or airline from yesterday's stream? I am changing airlines. More to follow soon. But I got the call. We were live on a 340 stream to Skardu, and I got the call while we were taking the runway that it was official. I got an official class start date, which will be November 19th, I believe. I believe it's the 19th. Got it. And once I have more information, you know, I'll definitely make an official announcement for y'all. I kind of have a fun idea in the back of my mind. Pilot Skippy, Sydney, SYD. Welcome to Private Pilot Circle. Glad to have you on board. I can 3D print them out and send it to your P.O. box for the Bravo. Mamba, for real? That'd be pretty sweet. Bo, what's up, man? Hey, Bo, do you want to make the trade? I sent you a trade in fantasy. Dude, Bo, hear me out, man. I'm playing Mike P. I need Scattaboo. I'll trade you Brees Hall. 1 week trade. A 1 week trade. I can't lose to Mike P. He's talked so much smack, my fantasy team. A 1 week trade, Bo. Scattaboo for Brees Hall. I'll give him right back to you. I'll even throw in Jackson Dart, if you want. You let me know. Thanks, Lucas. Appreciate you. There's a nice set sort of clamps that use existing screw holes in the Bravo, and you can slide the FCU MCP in and out, interchange them. Classic Jet Sim Pilot, really? Where's that at? Is that part of WinWing, or is that something third party? Because I know there's those screw holes on top of the Bravo. I was trying to figure out how I could mount something to that. Mike P. He's in the chat. I'm not losing you, Mike P. Where did you get Bo Nix from, dude? Where did you pull Bo Nix out of? Get out of here. Unbelievable. I should be 5-1, dude. Every week I have outscored almost every single team except the team I'm playing. Everyone who plays me has a career freaking day. It drives me mad. It's rigged, dude. It's Bush League, it's rigged. Freaking Casa Bonito, who hasn't won a game, played me. He scored almost 200 points. Unbelievable. If you want a couple guys from my airline are flowing, I think in your class, be sure to wish them a hearty E12. No dispatch. Oh, for real, Timaru. Yeah, man, 1119. That's cool, dude. Yeah, Classic Jet. Could you send the link in like the Discord, either Hardware Center or something? I'd like to check it out, man. Shaq Oatmeal, my man. What's going on, dude? Just running in this, the iFly or the default? This is iFly, Reaper. This is the iFly 737 MAX 8. The default one is, I haven't flown it since release day. It's pretty default, if you know what I'm saying. It's pretty default. The iFly Max is good. Apparently, so we have a real Max driver that stops by the channel. He likes the PNDG better in some aspects, and then he also thinks the Max does some things better. But I ran into one of the iFly bugs, or not bugs, but like limitations. We can't make a direct to, or we couldn't extend the departure. We couldn't add a disco. But is there a way to update the iFly Air Max? And oh, Pilot Skippy. No, I've updated it. I updated the iFly Max through Navigraph Hub. That's how I updated mine. I don't think you update this. I don't think you update it through here, my friend. I think you do it through the Navigraph Hub. Speaking of charts, let's find our way through here. Let's go back. Terminal charts, go back. We're going to go to KSAN, and we need to edit clips for San Diego. We need the, which arrival are we on? It doesn't tell you which arrival you're on in the Boeing FMC? Bro. Boeing is so mid. How do they survive all these years? Airbus tells you, like, right when you start the arrival, tells you in the box you're on the Lindy or whatever it is. So we're on the Lucky 1. Lucky 1. We're going to add that one. And then page down, we need the localizer. 27. We're going to pin that one as well. So we'll complete that. All right. Let's go to Lucky 1 RNAV. We're coming up from Imperial VOR, which is down here. Now, the Boeing apparently has issues with at or aboves, right? Oh, no, this is cool. We can cross-reference the box. So, IPL 2624, it's in there. Helix 15 and 12, that's in there. Jack 11 and 10, that's in there. Aztec is at 8,000, that's in there. 6,100 or above for Jeeves, that's in there. From there we hit Lindy for the transition. The speed is 210 and 5, that is set. Then we're on the O'Kane 275 localizer inbound. We do have a glide path of 3.5 degrees. I believe we can nav this, right? We can do a nav on the localizer approach. I like hand flying the iFly more than PMG, but I guess that's the same thing. Dougal, I think that's what he said too. He said hand flying is great. And I will say, man, taking off the rotation, it feels really good. I haven't flown the NG in a long time though, Dougal. I'm hoping maybe when they release the 2024 variant of the NG, maybe they'll be a little bit more competitive in that terms. I never thought the PMDG was bad hand flying, but I know exactly what you mean because the iFly just feels so smooth and like so tame, maybe. Bo says, I'm consulting my agent. Who was the other player you want to throw in? Jackson Dart. I'll give you Jackson Dart, and I'll give you Jackson Dart permanently, but a 1-week trade on Brees Hall and Scattaboo. And then watch Brees Hall like run up the score like 40 points. I watched your F-28 flight and had to give it a try. So much fun. Nice, dude. Glad you enjoyed it. Ooh, Barrett 5. Okay, accept the clearance. We got a new start. Chat, let's load this in. So we go to departure arrival, which isn't bound on the iFly. So I got to come back over here. I got to go back to the legs page. I got to hit departure arrival. Okay, now we're going to go San Diego. Arrival, Loc 27, Barrett 5. I believe we're coming off IPL. That's correct. We'll execute. That's going to change those. Back to the legs page. Let's go ahead and switch this here. So we'll go back, edit clip again. We don't need the Lucky 1, but we want the Barrett 5. So we'll complete that. Let's go ahead and confirm these charts now. Just wait till you find out how you have to put in a speed-only restriction in the Boeing FMC. Oh, no. Is it tricky? Oh, wow. Why'd they put us on this? All right, so Barrett is a hard altitude at Pilo 10,000, which that's not. Let's see. IPL, Cumba, Pilo. Next page, Barrett. My son's name. All right, so we need to put Pilo restriction in here. Oh, I don't do it Airbus way. Turbojets expect 10,000. So I'm going to put 10,000 feet. 1, 2, 3, 10,000 at Pilo. Execute that. Should be set. And then from Pilo, direct to Barrett. If J, which is on the Loc for 27. So let's look at the Loc 27 charts here. 275, 110.9, MDA is 680. This is the only reason, I feel like it is, one of the only reasons why I want, oh, I just hit reset, chat. One of the only reasons why I want the MCP. I don't want to sit here and mouse wheel this for 74 hours.
Aeromexico 357, Barrett 5, runway 27. Report ready for descent.
We're coming up.
Barrett 5, runway 27, call when ready. Aeromexico 357.
I'm going to set 10,000 feet right now because we're ready. Center Aeromexico 357, we are ready for descent.
Aeromexico 357, after Imperial discretion descend and maintain flight level 260, San Diego landing runway 27, altimeter 3002.
After Imperial cleared via Barre 5, pilot's discretion descend and maintain flight level 260, San Diego landing runway 27, altimeter 3002, Aeromexico.
Why are we not VNaving down, chat? Why are we not VNaving down? VNav path. I thought it was supposed to automatically go down. Did we mess that up? We're going to catch it. 680. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. Only
Chile 2478 heavy, Mazatlan Center,
coming through 400 feet.
runway 25 left.
Expect a lot 2. Runway 25 left. Land Chile 247
This is so. This is a pain.
Land Chile 2478 heavy, contact Los Angeles Center 128.15.
The next 737.
Los Angeles Center 128.15.
No.
Land Chile
No one's going to model another one, but I just can't believe how ridiculous this is. You guys can't come up with a... No dev has ever modeled an easier way to put the barrow in here. Alright, 680. Barrow is set. Alright. Range coming down. Now we're getting a little bit fast for some reason because it's a Boeing. Struggles. Alright. Off I go. See you, Zippy. Have it going, buddy. You don't need to slash if the number you're putting it in is on the FMC frame side. Really? Drag required. VNav. Where's my VNav page? Progress page. Is there no VNav on the Max McDo? Oh, no, there is on the Max McDo. There we go. Bring up my VNav. PMD 777 allows you to punch it in via the EFIS control. That's nice. That's nice. Shout out to PMDG for being smart. That's a big brain move right there. Sync up your heading knob. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Vodka. Easy. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Nice and easy. Sync it up. I still can't believe there's no push to sync or no like auto heading follow in the Max. So you're telling me you're going to create the 737 Max. You're going to change the FMC, but you're not going to put something that is like been around since 1980 is a heading sync or a heading follow? Come on, Boeing. Come on, Boeing. Just insanity. V1, did you get the mag switch? Oh, not yet. Yeah, oh, you answered it. Yeah, ordered it. So, Mike P, look, I was so impressed with it. Listen, so my first order was, okay, I'm going to get the FMC. Or no, my first order of business was I'm going to get just the MCP. And then I was like, well, I want the MCP and the EFIS. And I looked at the price. I was like, well, the EFIS isn't even out yet. I'm like, maybe I'll skip on the EFIS. I'll get the FMC instead. So I got the MCP and FMC. They showed up in 2 days. I ordered them at like noon on Wednesday, and I was supposed to come here Friday, which I was surprised. It showed up on Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. And I was so impressed when I got it that I immediately got online and ordered the mag switch and the EFIS. Trade vetoed. Mike P. Don't. No. What? There better be no trade vetoing going on here.
Center on 128.15.
I still don't know where you pulled Bo Nix out of. I thought somebody had Bo Nix.
Los Angeles Center, Aeromexico 357, descending via Barre 5.
You can create a bind and SPAD. Well, see, yes, that's a workaround for sure, but I don't want to bind something that doesn't really exist. I can't even load my fantasy football app right now because I don't have enough service in here. Better not be vetoed. Better not be vetoed, Mike P.
Southwest 2977.
Bush League
Contact Los Angeles
scam.
Center 126.35. See you.
Contact Los Angeles Center 126.35 Southwest.
All right, Bo. I appreciate it. Hopefully it's accepted. AJ, we'll make you a guppy driver. I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try. The problem is I should be doing all this from over here. But there's no way I could set up my sim to flip-flop right now because all my hardware is... all my cameras are set up this way. It would just be too hard. Too much logistical issues to set everything up on this side. This side just makes me sad. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit sad.
Aero Mexico 357, descend, maintain 1 tree 13,000, altimeter tree 002.
Descend, maintain 13,000.
13 is set. Ooh, looks like we got some, we got a little marine layer still. It does have a limitation of 10,000 operations according to WinWing. Talk about the mag switch. 10,000 operations? Dude. I think by the time that switch breaks, 7.3 probably won't even be flying. Andre, I agree. We found one earlier too. Little weird quirk. Once V1 gets right on the 7.3 and wraps his head around its quirky systems, the tunnel won't seem so dark anymore. He'll be cruising toward the light. Johan, what's up, buddy? Who says I'm going to the 7.3? There's no... I'm not going to the 7.3. No, I'm on the Airbus right now. So there's really no speed restrictions, so we'll just let the Boeing VNav go 30 knots fast. My question for the real Boeing drivers, though, is when you disengage the autopilot via the yoke, does this switch move? Second question, because I feel like that's the answer is no. If you is this a spring-loaded disengage switch? Or if you move this down in the real airplane, it stays down? You know Hall's going to go off for 30 and Scatterbo will get 12 and then we'll flip. I know, Bo. I'm going to be pissed. It's not spring-loaded. Okay. All right. Because that wasn't spring-loaded on the... What about... I guess the flight directors wouldn't be spring-loaded either. Yeah, that makes no sense for them to be spring-loaded. Okay, cool. Cool. Just cruising on our descent. We are Guppy drivers now. Guppy simulations. I just got a notification the Jets are going to play Justin Fields again. That's unbelievable. I hope they go 0-17.
Southwest 1247, contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
Center on 126.35, Southwest 1247, take care.
I do not have a WinWing throttle. I wonder if they're going to make a Boeing throttle WinWing stuff. Their Airbus one is, for the price, I looked at it at Expo. It looked pretty good. Jets just need to hand the ball off all game. Well, Bo, that's what they're supposed to be doing. Should I get the new WinWing throttles or wait to see what Blackbird has cooking? Man, that's a tough one. I don't know what Blackbird's cooking. Maybe you can get a sneak peek and that'll help you make your mind up. I will say that the Airbus throttles at Expo from WinWing, I definitely think that they are the number one. I don't even want to call them entry level. They're like mid-tier. I mean, it's short of going up towards a full-size Quadrant like a Throttletech or a Scalarchy. You got to have the WinWing Airbus. I mean, they look legit. They felt pretty good. I mean, WinWing is coming to take everybody's money. It's just that's just the reality of it. Because I think they're only I think they're $300 or somewhere around there. The WinWing Airbus throttles. They smoke the Thrustmaster. I mean, Thrustmaster shouldn't even be a consideration if you're looking to buy now. I can understand if you already bought.
Cool option at your new airline is now you can do wide body if you choose to. By the time you have seniority for that, your kids will be moved, dude, married.
Mike P. They work. It's just slow, and I'm on the wrong cam. Thank you, Mike P. Appreciate the bank angle check, dude. Yeah, we'll see. Allegedly they have wide bodies flying. I don't know. All right, there's 18 sets. 2999 is set.
Mexico 357 SoCal approach. Good morning. Altimeter tree 002. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu, runway 27.
That's fine if they're the same fixes.
Altimeter 3002. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu, runway 27. Aeromexico 357.
Center Aeromexico 357, request radar vectors localizer 27.
Aeromexico 357. Descend, maintain 6,000.
Descend, maintain 6,000. Aeromexico 357.
I guess that means no.
Aircraft calling for new approach. Say call sign.
Ooh.
Aeromexico 357.
Aeromexico 357. Roger. Say approach.
Localizer 27.
Request localizer runway 27. Aeromexico 357.
Mike P, you're going down Sunday, buddy.
Aeromexico 357. Confirm new approach. Localizer runway 27.
You're going down.
Affirmative. Aeromexico 357.
Aeromexico 357. SoCal approach. Altimeter tree 002. Expect radar vectors for localizer runway 27.
Miss V1's in the house. What's up? Listen, I'm gonna need more likes because I've been waiting in the Starbucks line for some coffee for V1 for 30 minutes. Wow, you're still in line? My phone's in SOS mode, so I thought maybe something else is happening. But guys, smash the like button for Miss V1. Trying to keep this channel alive. Maybe we should do a Burbank hop after this, or Baron hop if we get enough likes. Maybe Miss V1, or what are we doing? We have plans. Wait, what time is it? No, 3 o'clock. I got 3 o'clock. I want to watch the Longhorns. All right, so I got to reset the cameras because you're going to want to see yoke cam, right? So if I put that like so, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. That's not... Is that an okay view, or would you want... You don't want this up here, or I could put it right here. Oh, that's a thought. I don't know why it's out of focus now. Should I put it right there, or on top of the... Well, I guess we don't need the FMC anymore. So what I could do is hide this and just bring this down here because we don't need the FMC anymore. I think that's probably the way to go. All right, coming through 10 thou. All right, we're going to pause the music. If I can find the tab that it's on. Which I can't find the tab that it's on. I have 54 tabs. There we go. The Loke is not tuned. The Loke is not tuned. We need, what do we need? 110.9. No. Uh-oh. Error. Chat. 1109. Thank you, whoever said that. 110.9, 275, both sides. Looking good. All right, we're cooking with gas now. Still trying to catch up here. All right, we're on the speed. I came here because the other local place usually takes a long time. We gotta love irony. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go there. Need the juice. Oh, this looks great though. A little bit of a marine layer. That is 1 for 1 San Diego right now. I'm not going to stream tonight, Max. I got the LSU A&M game I want to watch. We may or may not do a quick GA stream after this. Thing is, I won't have any cameras. That's fine, though. We might do... where can we go from San Diego? In the pressurized bearing. Or we can do Bonanza. Looks like that's just outside my window. Can't confirm. Yeah, buddy. How far is it to Palm Springs from San Diego? Can we do that in a Bonanza? No, not Turbine Barrett. I meant Turbine Bonanza, sorry. 4,000. We got to listen up, chat.
Descend maintain 4,000. Aeromexico 357.
Catalina Island. Ooh. That's a place we should go. Catalina Island. I like that. I think Catalina Island is the plan. All right, recording is ready. It is not on, though, so make sure you let me know. We'll turn it on. Look at this, though. I love flying. We haven't flown to San Diego in a long time. Where's Luke at? He's always pissed with us flying on the same direct destinations. I don't remember last time we flew to San Diego. That looks amazing. Now, I'm going to set heading bug on 275 because that's the course line. I want to slow down a little bit, though. I want to go speed. No, speed intervene. I want to select a 180. That's so cool, even the flashing A. I want to manually slow down. I want to play with my toys. We'll go to flaps 5. 125. The flashing A is alpha, like you need to change the alpha on the wing, aka flaps. Timu heat blur, agree. We got heat blur like up over the pylon. I agree. PMDG, where are you at? I think they're doing a lot more than they initially planned, Andre. I think they've done a lot more to the airplane to make it native. Small human coffee delivery inbound. Uh-oh. Here she is. Hey, thanks, honey. You want to say hi, chat? All right, coffee has been acquired. Shout out Miss V1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, now we have to do another stream. Or do we do a second leg in the Boeing? Did we go to Burbank in the Boeing, in the Southwest Boeing? San Diego Burbank in the Southwest Canyon Gold?
Aeromexico 357, leave VITA heading 275, expect radar vectors for localizer runway 27.
No.
Lead VITA expect radar vectors for localizer runway 27, Aeromexico 357.
Aeromexico 357, fly present heading, descend, maintain 3,000 feet, vectors for the approach.
Fly present heading, descend, maintain 3,000 feet, Aeromexico 357.
Flaps 10. CG 2700 Rebo at 2,000. All right, recording activated. I'm going to keep coming down 2700 vertical speed. That's fine.
Southwest 3445, leave VITA heading 285, expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway 27. Leave VITA heading 285, expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway 27, Southwest 3445. Aeromexico 357, 2 miles from Saiji, fly present heading.
2500.
Maintain 2,700 until established on the final approach course. Cleared localizer runway 27.
Fly present heading 2,700 until established. Cleared localizer runway 27.
Doing old school localizer, vertical speed. Rebo's at or above 2,000.
357, contact Lindbergh Tower 118.3.
Gotta spin that up.
Over to Tower 118.3, Aeromexico 357.
Southwest 2397.
Minimum 680.
Line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
Gears coming down.
Southwest 2397.
Speed brake arm. Flaps 15.
Lindbergh Tower, Aeromexico 357. Localizer
137.
runway 27.
Aeromexico 357, Lindbergh Tower, continue.
Why did my vertical speed stop vertical speeding? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, vertical speed? Oh, chat.
Southwest 2397,
Chat.
Lindbergh Tower, wind variable, fly heading 300, runway 27, cleared for takeoff, traffic 6 mile final, no delay.
Chat. Why did it lever? Level.
Runway 27, cleared for takeoff, no delay. Southwest 2397.
Why did it level like that, dude?
684, contact
We were perfect.
Contact SoCal departure, Pat Valley 8684. Take care.
American 2786, holding short.
I mean, the altitude window was above. We're at 5,000. We're in vertical speed, and then out of nowhere, it decided to start climbing. I think that's iFly Temu VNAV situation there. There's no way. There's no way.
Alaska 1177, hold
That's right, we caught it. That's the good thing about a Boeing. Then you just shut everything off and fly it.
Alaska 1177.
Alright, I see the approach lights. Pappy's in sight, runway's in sight, on speed, gear down, speed brakes, arm 3, green, flaps 40, indicating green light. Let's go, baby.
Mexico 357, wind variable, runway 27, cleared to land.
Runway 27 cleared to land, Aeromexico 357.
My thrust levers.
Southwest 3445, Lindbergh Tower, continue.
Approaching minimums.
Southwest 3445.
500. Minimums.
There's no glide slope because that's a localizer only.
7, contact SoCal departure.
Contact SoCal departure, Southwest.
Insight landing.
2397.
This is a 2020 scenery, so expect a stutter probably.
400. 300.
2020 mid.
Two 200. 200.
Alright, don't Airbus flare, don't Airbus flare.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Check. close. Hold the attitude. Oh. Oh, butter. Flight deck to sim. I'm coming for you, buddy. Reverse. Chat. That is a flaps 40 too.
Air Mexico 357, exit left at Bravo 8.
Exit left at Bravo 8, Aero Mexico 357.
Was Bravo 8 the last one? No, it's Bravo 10. We already missed it. Hawaiian give way? No? Alright, that's stowed.
United 1794, hold position for traffic. Hold position, United 1794. Southwest 3445, wind variable, runway 27, cleared to land.
Alright, I'm not sure where customs is, so we're just going to go park over here next to this beautiful A321 Neo. We're going to leave the lights on, and everything's going to stay on because we're doing replay.
Contact ground 12, 3.9er.
We're going to do replay, so I'm leaving all the lights on.
3.9er, Aero Mexico 357.
Now, my question is, what happens to the FMC when you go into replay mode? I will say this, the 737 from the front view is cooler looking. Timu ground handling characteristics.
Delta 2183 at gate 14, request pushback.
Delta 2183, Lindbergh ground, pushback and engine start approved. Base north.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, the metal Aeromexico Dougal? Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed.
1496, hold position for traffic.
All right. Wow. Poltergeist, I totally agree. Everything feels hollow on ground handling except the Phoenix. I totally agree.
Southwest 1496,
All right.
continue
So
taxiing.
we're gonna watch that replay. That's the first order of business. Second order of business, we're gonna can beyond ATC. The third order of business is pole. Okay, so since I have this nice fresh cup of coffee, either Bonanza Turbine, Baron, or just a straight Bonanza. We did Baron yesterday. Bonanza normal A36, or Southwest Ops to Burbank. You vote while we do the replay here. Alright, I'm going to put all these cameras away and let's see what replay does. Starship, Carlito. I watched the Starship video this morning again just because the one that Nabil made is so incredible. Alright, replay's coming up. Gotta release that. I gotta get the flaps in here. Oh, I forgot to check Volanta's landing rate. 128 feet per minute, guys. 128 feet per minute. Beautiful. I'll take that for San Diego. Alright, we gotta run. We'll do this replay towards the end. Let's get sped up here. Full flaps are coming in. I think it was smoother than the 128 too. Sam, I like you. We should fly together sometime. Got my fresh coffee. Haven't even had a sip of it. Oh, I forgot. You got to do like the fake. We have no thrust in replay. No throttles in replay mode, which is sad. Yeah, it's just gonna, you just run in the stick shaker the whole way. Sam, I will. I might, dude. I've actually been thinking about it. Like, it's still years. We missed the quick, you know, like 1-2 year upgrade, but even if it's New York, if it's, I would take the quickest available that's not New York, I think, Sam. I couldn't stomach commuting to 3 different airports in the Northeast in the wintertime. So, but anywhere else I could do it. So that might be the long-term plan. Ooh, look. Oh, flaps 40? I mean, full flap sim always says flaps 40 is challenging. That looked really easy. Sounds like it might be a skill issue on full flap sim. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that was smoother than a 128. Are you kidding me? We rolled this on here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, maybe a 100, but I mean that was legit a 128. San Diego flaps 40. No reverse. There's no sound, so there's no reason to like do a flyby view, which is really sad. We can do a, this is cool view here. All right, robbed, says Dougal, robbed. Southwest, all right, I'm good with Southwest because we don't have to change, we don't have to start a new stream. All I'm gonna do is I'll have to go to the main menu, reload. I wonder if I can just go to the main menu and reload and not have to restart the sim. I probably should restart the sim. I'm gonna restart the sim. We'll do a quick intermission, but I'm not. We're gonna use the lav, quick intermission, and we're gonna take this puppy into Burbank. I mean, I'm basically type rated now, so we should see what happens. Bonanza 1, just add the results. Oh. Well, then I would have to do a new stream. I'm gonna have to stick with the. We'll stick with the 7.3. Zebo ops. Okay, so the whole benefit of X-Plane, you know, not needing to be internet, whatever. When I had no internet, I tried to load up X-Plane and fly it when my internet was out. But as soon as I loaded in, it's like, oh, you need to activate your code again, blah blah blah, and I couldn't activate it because I didn't have internet. So X-Plane is dead to me, man. That really made me upset. And we're 100% legal there too, by the way. But I don't know why it was like, yeah, activate your... I'm like, what do you mean activate my X-Plane code? I've already done that. So X-Plane is dead to me, AJ. The only leg that it had to stand on about not having to use it with internet. I found my engine problem on the Duke. The engine condition was 0. I had to repair them. That'll do it. That'll do it, man. If Vodka says the Zebo looks terrible, then that's a problem. Yeah, I agree, Turk. We can't do that. We cannot be doing the Zebo. I just can't look. Well, we don't even need to get... I'm so tired of getting into the discussions between X-Plane and bikes. Just fly what you want to fly. For me, I have to look at something that gets me excited. The visuals in this sim get me excited, so I choose this sim. Are there great aircraft in X-Plane? You are dang right there are. And I hope you enjoy flying them. But I need some visuals, man. I want to look at cool stuff. Now, I will say, caveat, I watched XP's Night Flight Phoenix. Very cool, very cool. Night lighting in X-Plane is superior, for sure. But we'll see what Sim Update 4 brings. Because XP's flight into Phoenix was incredible. If you haven't caught it, go back and just go to XP72's channel and watch his approach. He was flying the Tolis Neo, so don't look at the panels, because the paneling is pretty terrible. But if you watch him approach Sky Harbor at that dark sunset, it was incredible. No flat buffeting at all. Really? Interesting. I always mean to replay from that parking garage. Yeah, I'll pause it here, but it's gonna be mid because there's no sounds. That's 1 o'clock. We got to do a quick second leg here. We'll fire up the Southwest. We'll fire up Southwest ops. And we're not going to do a flyby. There's the parking garage, but there's no need to do a flyby because it just sounds like a ghost. Sounds like a Prius. This is the Prius mod. I've been joining XPs for some of his flights, but it's dang late. Ah, Dougal. That is late for you, man. It's getting late for you right now, isn't it? Yeah, one more touchdown view here. I know Dougal likes this view. Oh, just nice. All right. Stop replay. End that. End that. End that. End flight. End flight. Do I have to restart my... Let's try not restarting it. Let's just go for it right now. iFly. Ooh, we could take US Airways. Canyon Gold is kind of cool, though. Where's Canyon Gold? There she is. Probably should restart the sim, but Godspeed. Kaysan. I mean, how far is it to Burbank from here? 20 minutes? Let's do live everything. Live time, live weather, live players. Because we're not going to use Beyond ATC for this one. Let's just go flying. You'll still spend more time on the ground. All right, this is pro Boeing mode here, so I gotta get a flight plan filed, and then we'll start the clock. Well, we gotta do all the basics. Let's hop in here. Don't start the clock yet. System. Why don't they have a ground thing right here, man? Ground support, electric. We'll set that, and there's no way to connect the jet bridge, right? Which is interesting. So we will do forward air stair. Set that. All right, cool. Now, before we go, let me file a SimBrace and then we'll start the clock. And we need to reset these. Bring you back over yonder. And we need to bring back this and put you up there, and then we'll go back here. Kaysan to Burbank. All right. We have flight plan filed. Seaward 2 lax Silex. Frames are good, man. I don't even know. I never track my frames, dude. It's my technique is I just don't track frames, because when you track when you track frames, you just create your own, like, I don't know. At least I do. I become obsessed with it. As long as everything is smooth, I could care less what the frames are. All right, adding a flight plan from SimBrief to our flight tracker cam, and then we're done. All right, now we can start the clock. Hold on. Don't start the clock yet. Make sure yoke is connected, because we reconnected from sim to sim. Yes, yoke is still connected. All right, let's fire it up. Let's come up here. We'll go battery switch. We'll go ground power switch. We'll get that on there. We're going to get the left fuel tank pump ready to go for APU, because we're going to go right into an APU start. This is a crew change here at Southwest. Boom, boom. We'll get those into nav. Ground power bus is on. APU is going to start spooling up. We'll get the window heat. 1, 2, 3, 4 probe heats off. Hydraulics on. Those are off. Off, off. We'll stand by on the APU bleed. Cruise flight level today is short 14,000 feet. So we'll set 14,000. I don't know. Should we launch beyond ATC? It might be kind of cool to have traffic in San Diego. Let's launch beyond ATC. It's not going to slow us down. I just want to see what kind of traffic it injects for San Diego. All right. Let's load the aircraft. I hit set on all that. Let's go back to performance and payload. Weight and balance data. Need a better video card. I agree the visuals on Simmer superior. Need to get it running better. Yeah, Danny, try auto FPS as well. But the ticket seems to be RAM. I mean, the ticket seems to be having enough VRAM. If you're below 16, I think you have to really mess with your settings. I think 16 and up with the modern patches and with auto FPS, I think people are getting by with good visuals at 16 gigabytes of RAM. I think when you start getting less than that, you might have to start doing some trade-offs. All right, sim brief weights today. We have 245 passengers total, 145. All right, and as far as cargo, we're taking 5,000 pounds of bags. Why is this in kilos again? Menu, system page, go back, panel state, general, US system set. My goodness, this is like navigating. This is hard. 145 cargo. We have 33. We have 5,000 pounds of bags. We'll put those in the back. All right, we'll set the payload. Fuel required today. Block fuel 10,000. We're going to take 2,000 extra in case we have to go around. All right, set fuel. All right, that is done. APU is up and running. We'll get the APU bleed on here. Let's get some air flowing to the cabin as well. And let's start programming the box. FMC. Oh, hold on real quick here. We also need... there we go. We need some main panel background lights. There we go. Get that fired up. Now we can see the wind wing. All right. FMC. Flight plan. I'm going to just have auto respond, auto call on. Let's go ahead and get clearance while I do work here.
Airbus 57, ready for airways to Bob Hope Airport.
Airbus 57. Really? That's weird.
Airbus 57, Lindbergh clearance. Cleared to Bob Hope. Seaward 2. Departure, Los Angeles transition. Then, as filed. Climb via SID except maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 62, tree 0.
Cleared to Bob Hope. Seaward 2 departure, Los Angeles transition, then as filed. Climb via SID except maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 6230.
Maybe it didn't like Whiskey November.
Airbus 57, read back correct. Contact ground 123.9er when ready for pushback.
All right, we'll load the flight plan. We'll uplink that. Ready for push and start. We got 6,000. All right, yaw damper. That's going up here. APU gen. We'll get those fired up. That looks good. Seatbelts, no smoking. Fueling is complete. Nothing in the center tank. That all looks good. Pitot heats or wind. Yeah, pitot heats will stand by. Magic barrel ref. Flight director 1. Flight director 2. Departure arrival index. We're on the Seaward 2 off 27. Forgot to activate that. Execute. We'll hit the departure arrival box. Departure 27 Seaward 2 LAX transition. Execute. Route. Looking good. Departure arrival index. Arrival for Burbank is going to be the ILS ILS Zulu runway 8. We'll take it out of LAX. Or no, we'll take it, erase that. ILS Zulu 8. Is there a Silex? There's no Silex. Let's take a look at the charts here. Menu, terminal charts from FMS, complete. Burbank, edit clip. ILS Zulu and the Yankee. I want to see the difference here. ILS Zulu 8 should have Silex. Can we take it off of LAX VOR, I guess? Mickey SMO. I guess we'll take it off of LAX. If we take it off of LAX, we'll go to plan mode. We can skip through here. Yep, that works. LAX, that works. Looking good. All right, wonderful. Init ref, let's get our gross weight, 0 fuel weight, execute, 2,000 reserve, cost index of 5, 14,000, N1 limit. We're not doing a... Why do we have insufficient fuel?
FlexJet for 36 at ramp 1029er. Request
We'll be
pushback
fine.
and engine start.
I'm not going to have insufficient fuel. N1 limits. TOB, takeoff bump. We'll do that. That's good for saving fuel. Flaps 5. CG is 25.3, 33, 34, 46 in the speeds. That looks good. All right. Let's come back here, get our new squawk code. Oh, 6230. 6230. We'll put you in XPDR mode. V2 is 146. We're going to be LNAV, VNAV off the ground. We're ready for push and start. We'll throw the beacon lights on. We'll go, that should be on, that should be on, that should be on. And ground power off. Let's go.
Airbus 57 at gate 6, request pushback.
Airbus 57, Lindbergh ground, pushback and engine start approved, face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Airbus 57.
All right, push and start approved. Cockpit to ground. Ground to cockpit. Commence push.
Horizon Air 2214, Lindbergh
We're
ground.
ready. We're
pushback
cooking.
and engine start
Look at that.
approved, face north.
We are cooking with gas.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face
6,000 set, 146 on the speeds. Flaps 5, 23.3. We're on the Seaward 2. That all looks good.
FlexJet 436, runway 27, taxi via
Burbank fuel has us landing with 9,000.
Runway 27 taxi via Hotel Charlie.
Looks good to me.
Charlie 1, FlexJet for 36.
We're going to start them up in the pushback. Packs off. Grounding 2. Here we go.
Alaska 895, Lindbergh ground, pushback and engine start approved, face north.
Pushback and engine start approved, face north, Alaska 895.
Foothills 70, Lindbergh ground, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
Pushback approved. Face west. Foothills 70.
Hey, Danny, you're saying can't get it to run smooth. When's the last time you installed the sim? It's been a while now, but if you installed the sim during the first week or two of it being released, do a complete uninstall and reinstall. That has helped me tremendously, and it's also helped others. There was a lot of funkiness the day that released. Oh, that sounds good. Push complete, set brakes. Brakes are set.
Contact tower 118.3, FlexJet for 36. Horizon Air 2214, request taxi to the active.
Grounding 1.
Horizon Air 2214, runway 27, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1.
Runway 27 via Bravo, Bravo 1, Horizon Air 2214.
Alaska 895, request taxi to be active.
Alaska 895, runway 27, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1.
Runway 27 via Bravo, Bravo 1, Alaska 895.
Hotel 70, request taxi to the active.
Classic Jet, we'll see you, buddy. 16th birthday to party. Oh, wow.
Hotel 70, runway 27, taxi via Hotel Charlie, Charlie 1. Runway 27 via Hotel Charlie, Charlie 1, foothill 70.
Almost just dumped my entire coffee on me. That would have been dramatic. All right, 2 good starts. That looks good. Coming up top, we didn't isolate and ventilate, but we're going to go bleed, bleed, off, high, high, auto. Probe heats are coming on. Gen 1, Gen 2. APU's coming off. We need some panel lighting on here. Magic Barrel, ref, flaps 5, 125. Let's call for taxi. This is like Southwest Ops legit. Flight controls. You can't get a word in.
Airbus 57, taxi for departure.
Airbus 57, runway 27, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1.
Runway 27 via Bravo, Bravo 1, Airbus 57.
Uh-oh, chat. We got no nose wheel steering. We got alternate tiller. Alternate tiller confirmed. Oh, you know what it is? Don't have it bound. That's all right. And we'll just throw this over here to the taxi cam. I think this considers itself a different variant or something. It must. All right, takeoff config is checked. That looks good. 146. We'll spin in runway heading here just in case we lose one. 270 is set. 6,000 speeds.
Southwest 1108,
133, 134, 146 is set. Trim 25.3% CG set. Flaps 5, green light indicating we are looking good, baby. Hold on, we got a Southwest taxi. Let's go. We'll go map mode, terrain mode, range it down. It might be in the EFB. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think you're right. That's all right. Oh, look at that guy blasting off. This is a terrible scenery. The 2020 sceneries are just, I can tell the performance is just so bad when you port them over. On my system specifically. When I run into like a native or 2024 scenery, no issues ever. It's always these compatible. I guess this one technically doesn't even say it's compatible. I just activated it because I didn't have another one. 30 knots, baby. 30 knots. Man, I missed that Canyon Gold color, though. I remember staring at this right here, this view, as a kid, many, many times. Yeah, we need a new sand, like a really good native sand. Yeah, I got two. I may even have 2 runways going on here. I got 2 glide slope, 2 freaking windsocks. Brakes are set. What do we got here? A little Frontier bus coming in. This is the iFly, correct. And why I don't have windows on the left side of my airplane, I don't know why.
Frontier Flight 1626, exit left at Bravo 5.
I touched tips? I did? With who? Oh, the guy that taxied out when we pushed back? Yeah, probably. It's okay, no eye contact for 5 minutes. Is there an adobo K-San? Oh. Well, no, Alexander, I don't know if there is. I tried that. I went into the marketplace library to see if there was a default one, and nothing came up when I typed in K-San. So I don't think there is. I don't think it's two sceneries. Can you climb out and get up on top? That is true, Dougal. How funny was that, man? Getting up on top of the friggin' Baron. I love that. That was great. Yeah, see, Anatical, I don't think there is. I'm going to request departure, make sure we're in line here.
Runway 27.
Horizon Air 2214, Lindbergh Tower, wind calm.
Could you imagine getting on a 7.3 MAX to go to Hawaii out of San Jose?
7 cleared for takeoff, Horizon Air 2214.
Golly. A 737 MAX all econ.
For departure.
Number 2 for departure, that's me. This is 2024, Wolfie.
Affirmative. Hold short of 27, Airbus 57.
Why don't I use VATSIM anymore? Because they banned me.
Alaska 895, runway 27.
And I'm not giving them any identification.
Line up and wait, runway 27, Alaska 895.
They actually IP banned me on the last time. They resulted to stream sniping me, and then they IP banned me. I just find that comical, but it's... I actually prefer the traffic from beyond ATC so much, because I understand VATSIM is cool, but having the traffic injection from beyond ATC, it's so awesome. Nope, no trolling, man. Long story. They want me to submit them an ID, and I'm not going to do it. And yes, I could submit a fake ID, but it's principle. I don't think that. I think that's ridiculous. At this point, it's just principle.
Alaska 895.
You can get a Gold 7.3 MAX from Sao Paulo to Miami. Ooh, that's a flight, Douglas. But I bet you the Gold interior is probably better than Southwest, right? There goes the 7.3. That's us. I don't know why they're calling us Airbus 57, but we're going to roll with it.
Airbus 57.
Bump, 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 bump. Auto throttles arm, chat. Basically type rated on this now.
Full position for traffic, Southwest 1108.
But yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell the frames have gone down a little bit.
Continue taxi, Southwest 1108.
Yeah, look at the wannabe lights there. They're like, they look awful. So we got some overcast over there. Dynasty, I'm with you, man. If you cross an ocean, you need to be in a wide body. I totally agree. Let's go flying. Spool them up 50.
Runway 27, cleared for takeoff, Airbus 57.
40%. Yoga. Throttle hold. 100 knots. V1.
V1.
Up we go. Get me away from this airport. Positive rate. Gear up. Fly with. Watch your ears. Oh, baby.
Fly heading 300, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
N1 LNAV, VNAV
Fly heading
speed,
300,
lower the
runway 27, cleared for
nose.
takeoff, Southwest 1108.
good flight.
Flaps 1.
Contact SoCal departure, Airbus 57, have a good one.
Flaps up.
SoCal departure, Airbus 57, good day, 2,800 feet.
Airbus 57, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet, Airbus 57.
Breaking out, baby. Breaking out. That's pretty neat. Get back up there, Al. All right. Sound's coming down. Get back on the flight director here. After takeoff checklist, gears up, auto brakes are off. We're looking good. Let's go.
Airbus 57, contact Los
Climb
Angeles Center,
1.
1 tree, 4.575.
Activated.
Have a good day.
Contact Los Angeles Center, 1
Man, she really wants to pitch up there today.
Airbus 57.
I guess we're only still below 10, that's why.
Los Angeles Center, Airbus 57, good day, out of 7,800 feet for 10,000 feet.
Airbus 57, Los Angeles Center, climb, maintain 1 for 14,000, altimeter 3007.
Climb, maintain 1 for 14,000, altimeter 3007. Airbus
14.
57.
There's 10,000. Off, 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 off. 10.3 for 14,000. Because we're super light, we got 10,000 pounds of gas on board. And it's a Boeing. That's what they tell me. Command A, please. Ah, I love that. Command A is on. And just like real world, you got to start prepping for this flight right now. We don't need any weather radar. It looks like just low-level stuff. I'm going to keep the terrain radar up. Let's go ahead and start looking at our terminal charts. ILS Zulu is what we have shown here. We're not on an arrival. This is just a vector, so we're going to be, we'll set this up here. It'll be 1075 Barrow. But we'll come to our FMC, and we will go to emit ref, flaps 40 Burbank for sure, 4137, 1095, final approach course 079 degrees. We'll spin that in 079. When will we fly the MD-80 again? Oh, hey, is there an MD-80? Hey, Vodka, is there a Moby flight for the MD-80 for this? If there's an MD-80 set up for the MCP, I'll do it. I'll fly it right now. Why did we level off? VNAV path, 14,000, please. Timu, level change. 270 knots, 14,000, please. MCP speed, up we go.
Airbus 57, Los Angeles Center, expect ILS Zulu runway 08.
All right, so we've got all that. ILS Zulu 8. Roger, that's what we're planning on, right?
Expect ILS Zulu runway 08, Airbus 57.
Departure arrival. Yep, ILS Zulu 8 is what we already have set. All right, wonderful. 1,000 to go. Altitude acquired. Check. 1095. We need to tune this in right now. Mode 1095. Flip it to active. ILS 1095. Flip it to active. 1095.079. Both sides are set. Minimums 348 or 1075. I'm going to set 348 because I'm not spinning up to 1,000 feet. I'm going to set a rad out minimum of 348. Moby Flight has every plane you want? Really? But doesn't have the MD-80, Turk. Verify. I need to know that it has the MD-80. I will 100% fly Aeromexico bare metal, like Dougal suggested. We'll go back to like Mexico City with it. And then I'm going to need a Moby Flight tutorial. I'm almost there. Only 100 feet to go, chat. 265 and climbing. What did we say? 348? 348 on the barometer, on the rad out. 348. Beautiful. All right, 348 is set. Let's hope is on. We're looking good. All right. Let's flip this over to the FO side. Get rid of that.
Los Angeles Center, Alaska 895. Good day, crossing 1414,000.
Victor Hugo Campo, my man. Welcome to Private Pilot. Glad to have you back on board, my friend.
Alaska 895, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Alaska.
Why can't FSS do VNAV for the E-Jets, but the can for the 727 Super? Because the E-Jet nav is the E-Jet nav is much more complicated, I would imagine. I'm going to manually keep the speed intervened here at 320. We're going to fly fast. We're going to fly fast. It's a quick flight. You barely get your peanuts. Seatbelt signs coming off. On the chart, the feeder route 4400 Silex, we want to be at 4,000. If they vector us, I am going to let Beyond ATC vector us. We'll see how they do. As far as the approach briefing for the ILS Zulu 8, we got to be fully configured and stable by Buddy. So we're actually going to configure early on this. We'll probably be flying flaps 50. We'll probably go 30, gear down, and then once we start on the glide slope, then we will go flaps 40. But we're going to configure early, missed approach, climb like a bat out of hell, right turn 4,600 feet back out to VTU and hold. Everything else has been briefed. We've got the landing performance because Turks already ran it for me, so we're looking good now. Now we just sit back and relax for about 4 minutes, and then we start down. They probably figured out a better way to do some things and wish they could start all over again with the E-Jet system, but they don't want to invest in that. Possibly. It's very possible. Now, I mean, look, I really do enjoy flying
November 119 Alpha Victor, contact Los
the
Angeles
E-Jets. I know that a lot of people hate when I say that,
Center on 2635, November 119.
but I do. Let me move the throttle out of the way. I have faith that they'll finish it. It's taking painfully long. I fully get it. I understand everybody's frustrations.
Foothill 70, Los Angeles Center. Good day, climb, maintain flight level 180.
Climb, maintain flight level 180, Foothill 70.
I wonder if I should just can Beyond ATC and fly our own approach. I wonder what they're. We'll see. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do here. I think it's very busy with Beyond ATC. There's going to be a lot of traffic down there. I want to make LAX a hard altitude. See where it says 12,000 or below, which we're above that. Let's make LAX 8,000. No, it's got to be less than that. Let's make it 5,000.
Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Horizon Air 2214.
That should shift our TOD.
436, contact Los Angeles Center 132.85. Have a good day.
I was trying to figure out how to delete that constraint there.
FlexJet for 36, take care.
So LAX at 5. Did we not reach our cruise altitude? Cruise 14,000. Uh-oh, why is our ND doing that? It's almost like our TOD didn't reset. We need to start down. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna end beyond ATC. I just wanted the traffic out of San Diego. But let's proceed. Direct Silex. Direct Silex execute. At or above 3,700. Oh, LA, there's two of them. Dougal, you're a smart man. We gotta get rid of, oh, do we need to do the hold. No, we're gonna self-vector. We're gonna self-vector because I wanna use my MCP. So we need to go direct to this Silex right now, execute, then buddy. That's what we need. Thank you, Dougal. Silex buddy for the RNAV, for the approach. TOD is coming up, we'll set 4,000. We'll rearm VNAV. Yeah, we had two of them in there. Good catch. Good catch, McTavish. We're going to maintain our own speed, though, as well. Maintain 300 knots for spacing. Mm-hmm. Now TOD is in the correct spot. You're correct. RP Gamers, what's up, man? Well, you're not too late. You're here for the second leg. You are here for the second leg. I was going to look up something, and I forget what I was going to look up now. Man, there's a lot of traffic on the VATSIM map. Looks like LA approach is online. LA Center. It's Saturday. I expect everyone to be on. Alright, do we hit TOD? It sounds like it. VNAV path. Down we go. Seatbelt signs coming back on. I almost feel like frames are degrading over time. Is there a memory leak in this airplane? It wouldn't surprise me. I thought it was just San Diego. I know San Diego definitely was it. And it's not beyond ATC. I closed that down. Take it easy, Phoenix Galaxy. We'll see you, man. Go Pokes. What time is it? It's 2. It's almost 2. Perfect. It's Sim Update 3, says Turk. Really? What's the Sim Update? I've never had a problem. We flew 4 hours in the friggin' Baron and Bonanza. Didn't have an issue. We flew a 3.5 hour flight in the 340, no issues. I didn't restart the sim. That probably was it, Captain Medi. Always restart the sim. It always restart the sim, Captain Medi. I should have done it. I went against my better judgment. That's okay. This is a bonus leg. I just wanted to play with my new toys over here. I'm in my 7-hour flight with the iFly. Seems to be degrading. That's not good. A 7-hour flight. Where are you flying to, man? Sao Paulo to Rio, the so-called air bridge in the TAM Fokker 100. Ooh. Sao Paulo to Rio. That's a fun flight. How's Windwing FMS RP Gamers? I gotta be honest with you, I freaking love it, dude. I did not think I would like it as much as I do. I mean, for what is it, $100-something? It kind of blows my mind. Let me look it up again real quick. How much is the Windwing FMS? $133 US. That blows my mind. I'll be straight honest with you. This punches way above its weight for $133. Now, it's not... Now, I don't know how the 737 FMC is. This is the 737 FMC. And in terms of the tactile feel of buttons. In the Airbus, the buttons are very hard. They're like a hard plastic. This is a softer rubber. Now, it still has a nice tactile... I mean, you could probably hear it. Hold on. Can you hear that? It has a great click sound, nice tactile feel. The only difference that I feel is the buttons are softer than the real airplane. And for $133, I could care less, man. It blows my mind that it is $133. And I am not sponsored by WinWing. Trust me, I wish I was. This is all. I mean, this is incredible stuff. I bought it the other day out of my own pocket, and I'm just telling you straight up, it punches way above its weight in terms of price. Now, a UNS-1 would be sick. If they had a UNS-1, I would buy a UNS-1 today. I would buy a UNS-1 today. A Siva would be awesome. A Siva would be awesome too. Oh, we're doing 3. We're doing. Oh man, chat. We need to slow down. 250. I'm gonna go into level change. 250 level change, so we slow down. We're speeding. Lights are coming on. Cont. And logo's on. Seatbelt sign. Yeah, man, this is gonna be tough on landing with these frames. It's gonna be tough landing with these frames. Can I insert a hold at Silex? How do I insert a hold? Oh, there's no hold button on the NG, or on the Max. So I'm going to select hold. Silex. S-I-L-E-X. No. Next hold. And then I want to do inbound course is going to be, hold on, what's the ref? 079. There we go. Execute that. There we go. Look at that. Just drew a perfect hold. Freaking love it. Because I think we might have to do a procedure turn here. We'll see. Why would I cycle my terrain radar? What does that do? We'll do one turn here at the hold at Silex. Actually, Southwest 357, disregard holding instructions, turn left, fly heading 300, vectors for the ILS, heading 300. So now we just go buddy, top of buddy, 079, execute. There's our inbound course. I'm freaking typed, guys. I'm freaking typed on the 7.3. Look at this. We're set up for our own vector. Southwest 357, descend and maintain 3000. This is iFly 7.3 Max, Douglas Phillips. What's going on, my buddy? Southwest 357, one able to reduce speed, 180 knots. 180, Southwest 357.
2500.
All right, we'll move you back over here.
2500.
We're gonna figure out the best way to do those cams. I don't know yet. Might just stick with it like that. All right, below 250, flaps 5. Ooh, Chad, I don't know if we're going to be able to land with these frames. Typical Southwest screaming in over here. Timu typed on the 737. Yeah. Turk, will you make a video of a Moby flight tutorial for Dougal and I? Yeah, this is going to be... We're not going to butter this landing because of the frames, guys. I can already tell you.
Terrain.
What? Okay, we would do that in real life. It's nothing to see here. It's just SoCal vectoring, baby. It's just Burbank. Something is going on with our sim. 2,700 feet. Vertical speed. What the heck? Timu iFly. Won't let me select vertical speed. I guess we went at altitude hold.
Terrain.
Southwest 357, turn right, heading 040. Maintain 2,700 till established. Cleared ILS. Runway 8 approach. 2,700 till established 040. Cleared ILS, runway 8 approach. Southwest 357. Come back to 160 now. Remember, it's going to be kind of fast. Flaps 10. 15. Ooh, 15 is with gear, I think, right? Nope, we're good in the max. Flaps 15. So then we're going to go, what's our air ref? It's going to be 137. Alright, I'm going to try to get flight recorder up one more time. Recording is on. Localizer alive. We got to configure early for this, so we're going to go right about now. Gear down. Speed brakes armed. It's going to make a great slideshow landing. I know, I feel like I'm flying full flap Sims PC. Flaps 25. Speed 150. I think it kind of smoothed out. It looks pretty smooth now. Maybe it was just being over the top of LAX. Who knows? All right, localizer captured. Sync the heading bug. Waiting for the glide slope. I might be using a might be Bill's Mafia. I think it is the AnyBuilds one. 137, flaps 40. I am using auto FPS vodka. It is on, which is crazy to me. Why are my speed brakes up? That's a max thing, I guess, right? I always forget. All right, speed brakes armed. Should I hand fly it? Yeah. Autopilot's off. Oh. Disengaged. Auto throttle is off. I have the thrust levers. Give me FPV for just additional guidance. Oh, auto brakes. 3.
$1,000.
1,000 feet stable. Clear to land.
Approaching minimums. 400.
Inside, landing. No floaties.
Minimums. 300.
Oh, I don't have a Burbank. I thought I had a Burbank scenery. Sorry, guys.
200.
Welcome to Hotel de Burbank.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh my goodness. Type rate me now. Auto brakes off. Type rate me now, dude. 70 knots. Take it down to the end, and we're just gonna park because nobody want to see this building. Ain't nobody wants to see this building. We're gonna turn off the runway and we're gonna start the replay. Now, with all the money Microsoft has and all the limited resources that X-Plane 12 has, you mean to tell me this is the best Burbank Bob Hope Airport Microsoft can come up with? Are you kidding me? Listen, I'm not asking for one-to-one. I'm not even asking for highly detailed. But why on earth do we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-story hotel building? My goodness. Look at that control tower. That's the LAX control tower on steroids if you combined it with Chicago. Unbelievable. The Soviet Union building. All right. Landing rate. Ooh, I won't look at that. We'll hide that. Let's see what it looks like. Well, let's watch the replay because I can't. I'm getting sick to my stomach. Getting sick to my stomach looking at that. My goodness. I mean, Microsoft, the best people at Microsoft, that's what you came up with. Reminds me, have you guys seen what's the movie with Bruce Willis and and they go, there's an asteroid coming and it's Ben Affleck's in there and they got to go up to the asteroid and drill a hole. Billy Bob Thornton's in there. And so like they take this driller, Bruce Willis is the driller, and they take him to NASA and it's like, they want him to go up to the asteroid and drill a hole and put a bomb in it. Yeah, Armageddon. And Bruce Willis is like, this is the best plan you could come up. NASA, the best brains in the world. This is the best you could come up with. I almost feel like, is there a clip of that on YouTube? I gotta play that. I don't care if I demonetize this stream. It's just, that is atrocious.
Plan? Your backup plan. You gotta have some kind of backup plan, right?
No, we don't have a backup plan. This is it.
And this is the best that you could, that the government, the U.S. government can come up with? I mean, you're NASA for crying out loud. You put a man on the moon. You're geniuses. You're the guys that think this shit up. I'm sure you got a team of men sitting around somewhere right now just thinking shit up and somebody backing them up. You telling me you don't have a backup plan? That these 8 Boy Scouts right here, that is the world's hope? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Oh.
That is how I feel. That is how I feel about Azobo default airports. Like, it's not even remotely good. Let's see how we smashed. These 8 Boy Scouts. Check close. Oh, come on. For Burbank, guys? For Burbank? That's not that bad. Of course, we have no sounds, so... Alright, what I'm going to do is put sail on. We're going to make it juicy. We're going to go back here. We're going to do this. We're going to stow that. We're going to set the flaps like that. I'm going to pause it. Stick shaker coming off. PMDG, where you at? I can't take this airplane anymore. Where's PMDG? I need those NGs. Alright, how about Blue Hour approach to make it a little bit more exciting? I'm done. I'm done. My rant is over. Those 8,000 Boy Scouts at Microsoft, the best they could come up with is a 5-story hotel for Burbank, Bob Hope. Goodness me. All right. I love Saturday streams. You guys have been awesome. Hope you enjoyed the impromptu second stream. And that's it. I'm out of here. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I got to beat Mike P in fantasy football. And that's it. But we'll be back Monday. We'll be back in the Baron. Pressurized Baron. And naturally aspirated A36 Bonanza. Bourbon and ribs time, Bo. I'm right there with you. All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm V1 Soup.